doing that, I'm actually gonna lower the game. I just saying while you're doing that, I'm gonna lower the game volume a little bit more. So it does not break my eardrums. Turn it up a little bit there, so that should be okay. Yeah?
Your voice volume is perfect.
Okay, awesome. Is it good voice and game volume?
Lower your game volume.
More? Okay. Lowering the game volume a little more. Alright, so I adjusted the game volume again. Give it a sec and then let me know how it is.
It's good.
Alright, awesome. Alright, let's get started. Hello everyone, 'tis I, once again, BasementSushi, and today I'm going to be playing Slime Rancher. I actually am going to be starting the game over because I forgot to upload one of the parts to YouTube before my video expired, and I reset the game achievements, so now you guys actually will get to see the game achievements as I get them. So yeah, we're actually going to make a new game. Should be fun. Let's see what icon I want to use. This is my favorite slime. This is the puddle slime. Let's see what else there is. I know there's some new... I kind of like the gold slime. It's pretty. Maybe I'll use that one? I don't know. Let's see. Mint mango. Tar slime. Fun. I like this one. We're gonna do the honey. We're gonna call it sushi. Alright, so we're just gonna do the default game mode. And let's get started. I'm very excited. Sort of. I'm also very tired. It's been a long week. 1,000 light years away from Earth, on a planet known as the Far, Far Range, Beatrix LeBeau begins her first day as a slime rancher. Silver Hunter says, hi, starting a new game? I am starting a new game. And I finally put my face cam in a better spot for this game. Alright. So moving around WASD. Nothing too fancy. Alright, so spacebar to jump. Hold shift to sprint. Alright. Silver Hunter says, I'm sorry to hear this week's been off. Yeah, it happens. Alright, so we vac things up, and then if it's a new thing, we get a little alert down where my face is about what it is. But trust me, there's no good place to put a face cam in this game. Alright. So it wants me to feed a slime. Hello, slime. Are you hungry? Catch! We got an achievement. Oop. I'm getting a plort, and I am getting slime. Alright. Let's go do this. Man, it's covering up things. Why is there no good place to put my face? Boop. I did it. So I actually am going to do one thing. I'm going to do that. There. It's a little bigger. Alright. Oh, I already shot the plort. I'm going to grab another plort. Alright. Hello, Unknown Pie 2. Alright. So yeah, that's the basics. We've got the controls down. So I have played this game before, so I am very familiar with the controls and all that stuff. Make my face a little bigger. So I'm basically making the face cam big enough to cover the little pop-ups down there. Because there are pop-ups about the new stuff, but we're not going to worry about that. Nope. Got a hen. So I'll just have to describe these things as we see them, or open up the Saimapedia to show you guys the entries. So I'll probably do the latter. Boop, 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 boop. There's another pink slime over there. We're gonna grab you. So yeah, this is just going to be a very casual playing through this game. Kind of at my own pace. You guys are welcome to ask questions about me or the game or whatever. We're just going to relax. Okay, let's open up the Saimapedia and look at the couple things we already unlocked. So slimes, we got the pink ones. They'll eat anything and they don't have a favorite food. So I'll probably just summarize most stuff. But we'll check the Slimepedia every time we unlock something new. So here's a carrot. It is no slime's favorite food, so it's not too exciting. Same thing with the pogo fruit. Again, no slime's favorite food. Alright, we've also seen a chickadee, which is how I got the name for my chicken mug. So little and soft, you'd think they're filled with marshmallow. And they eventually grow up into a hen or a rooster. And this is a hen. Yeah. So the ranch, there's some cool stuff we can see. And there's some cool stuff that we have not seen yet. And this is where we are right now, the ranch. And then there's the slime sea, which if we fall into it, we die. Anyway. Yeah, I'll visit the Slimepedia again anytime we unlock something new. Also, if you guys have questions about any specific items, I've read most entries for things on the official wiki. I have played this whole game through to its end multiple times. I'm basically just obsessed with this game. It's pretty great. So the first thing I'm actually going to do, I'm going to grab this pogo fruit. This one right here. Oh, you received star mail. So as you can see up in the top left-hand corner, it tells us what day, what time it is, and if there's a mail icon, it means we have mail. In the bottom left-hand corner, it shows us how much money we have. It's called new bucks, our health and our stamina, basically. In the upper right-hand corner, it'll tell us what we're looking at and a little bit of information. That's also where achievements pop up. In the bottom right-hand corner is my face. But that's also where, if we unlock something new, a little pop-up will go there. But you can't see that. And then at the bottom in the middle is our inventory. Pretty simple. Anyway, I'm going to build a garden. So we already have a corral. And that's basically just where slimes go. We can unlock gardens. So we can grow our own food. A coop is specifically for keeping chickens. A silo where we can store extra things. Incinerators burn stuff, and we can make a pond. So right now we're just gonna make a garden. You built a garden! Shoot a fruit or veggie into the depositor to begin growing more of it. So now we're growing some food to feed our little dudes. Okay. So what we're actually gonna do is save up to fully upgrade this first corral. Oh, thank you for the bits, Silver Hunter. So I'm thinking we're gonna get high walls, music box, airnet. I usually don't get the solar shield, and I'll explain why later. High walls makes it so you know, slimes can't jump out as easily. Music boxes calm down slimes, so they don't get angry from being hungry as quickly. And airnet is same as the high walls to kind of help keep slimes contained. A solar shield is there's a type of slime that can't be exposed to sunlight, so you can have this if you want to keep them outside. Plort collector, which will automatically pick these up for me, so I don't, especially when I get more dangerous slimes, I don't want to have to go into the corral to collect their plorts. And then an auto feeder that I can just put food in, and it'll hold stuff for me, which is pretty nice. Anyway, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna explore a bit. I'm gonna show you guys around the ranch a little bit, and then I'll start going out into the world. So the ranch is this whole little area where I can grow stuff, and there's these little plots where I can build stuff. We haven't unlocked that yet, or that yet, so I'm not going to talk about them. But what I will show you guys is there's a few unlockable areas, like the grotto, that we have to buy. So we have to save up to get those. There's another one called the lab down there, and the overgrowth is over there. But for now, we just get this first little area. So we're gonna go out, we're gonna explore a little bit. Now we do have a map, and our map currently shows the ranch. This is the little area we can access right now. there's a way to get the map for the rest of the world, but you have to find little map nodule things. Dry Reef! So we got a Saimapedia entry. Dry Reef. So this is just a new area. So down here it tells us what kind of slimes we can find. Primarily home to pink, tabby, and rock slimes, though phosphor slimes will come out of hiding when the sun sets. Plenty of carrots, pogo fruit, and hen-hens. So those are the main resources we're going to find here. So this is kind of the most basic area. I don't really need more slimes at the moment, but I guess I can grab a few. And my inventory is very small at the moment. Eventually I'll save up so I can hold more stuff at a time, but for now I can only hold 20 of an object. Which, you know, isn't the best, but can deal. Alright, hi slimes. We can get you some more slime buddies. Here's some food so you don't get cranky and escape. That pogo fruit did not stay. There you go. There's some carrots for you guys. There's an abundance of food. Gonna grab your quartz. I still think this game is so odd. Like, it's super cute, but when you think about it, there is this other planet where people have found that the local life forms, when you feed them, poop out crystals. Which is very odd. My arm is gonna start hurting so fast because of the setup of the mouse pad. Anyway, so I'll see how long I can last. Alright, so we've explored this first little area. We're also kind of in an area on the map that doesn't show up yet, which is fine because I've played this game so much I don't actually need the map to get around. But when I first started playing this game, I would not venture very far, and I'd really make sure I knew how to get back. Oh, that's right, it's a weekend. So this will be fun. Let me take these crates back. Let me take these home and then I'll explain. Come here, crate. Yeah, I'm gonna go back and get that other one too, don't worry. Unfortunately, like, those crates eventually despawn, so I can't just, like, collect a bazillion of them. Which is sad. But it's okay, I'll go back and get the other one, and then I will explain what they are. For those of you who don't already know. Where's the other one? There it is. Whee! Okay, so these crates don't normally have bows. But when you find a crate, it can have resources inside it. So that can be plorts, food, chickens, slimes. There are some other resources that we haven't encountered yet. But on the weekend, you can find crates with bows. And the crates with bows can have ornaments inside them, which is super fun. Ooh, these are cute ornaments. So some ornaments have patterns, some have slime faces. So this is fun. So now we have some ornaments, and we can decorate with them, which I think is pretty cool. Let me get the plorts. Plort, plort. Hopefully that's enough food for them. Alright, and we do have some mail, so let's check our mail. Star mail. Alright, rise and shine. Casey. Hi, B. What's it like to sleep for a whole year? Did you dream? I can't imagine what that's like. 7Z puts you in a pod and then lights out for all that time. Wow. What's the far, far range like? Have you started exploring? Is the air as clear as they say? I bet it's beautiful. Excuse me. I'm probably asking too many questions. I believe that you have a lot of work to do on that ranch. I still can't believe it's yours now. I guess I'd better leave you to it and just keep it short. Good luck, B. If anyone can make it out there, it's you. Casey. Alright, so that's one of our mail. Alright. Welcome to the Far, Far Ranged, the 7Z Corporation. Miss LeBeau, The 7Z Corporation would like to welcome you to the Far Far Range. Welcome. And extend our support in your bold new venture as a slime rancher. Support extended. We would also like to suggest that you exercise caution in your first few days on the range. Until you get more familiar with your surroundings, traveling at night is not advisable. Lastly, should you require any additional tools for your backpack or items to make your slime renting experience easier, the 7Z Corporation would be pleased to provide them to you from the shop located just outside your ranch house. The 7Z Corporation, providing the tools you need to get the job done for us for a small fee. The 7Z Corporation. So the 7Z Corporation is the company we work for. So now, we can go out here and access this. This is like some bonus things. So this is where you upgrade your inventory and can hold miss things, stuff like that. Oh, I missed a lot in chat. I'm sorry, guys. You guys do not like my treatment of the slimes or the chickadoos or anything. There's no pleasing you. Alright, hopefully that's enough food for now. I'm actually gonna sleep. So your character doesn't need to sleep. It's just a mechanism to pass time. So you know now that it's morning, my slimes are hungry again and they'll eat more. So it's like the main reason I do things like sleep, is so my plants can grow, my slimes get hungry again. All that. It's just a time passing mechanism. I could have like explored all night or something, but I chose not to. See if I can just pick up plorts. Nope, I got a slime. Oops. Ah, whatever. Give me all plorts. Plorts. Oh, I ran out of room. Take your food. Alright. Alright, let's go sell these cool plorts. Alright. Silver Hunter says, I think it'd be Mrs. Sushi, right? Since she's married. I guess so. 228. How much do I need? What? I guess I need to decide what thing I want first. I think the first thing I want is the plort collector. So that's 500. So we're, you know, halfway there. Feed you guys all a ridiculous amount. And apparently lose half the food in the process. There you go, little guys. Excess food. Alright, so they have plenty to eat. I'm gonna go explore, get some more food. Numpy says, the chickies are being abused. Guys, I'm not abusing them. They're fine. Ooh, look, a crate. Ooh, and a note. Let's check out the note. I keep forgetting about these. Hello, Beatrix. The name's Hobson Twillagers, rancher, explorer, and the former owner of this here ranch you now call your own. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I was a rancher for more years than I can remember, and felt there was one last adventure left in me, so I've set off to find just that. But before I go, I'm taking one last tour around this here land I love. So keep your peepers peeled for notes like these, if you want to hear what an old coot has to say every now and again. Be talking to ya, H. So we'll occasionally find notes from him. So this crate does not have a bow. So it will not have, it will not have an ornament in it. It'll have some sort of resource. Let's find out what. Alright, so we got some cool new stuff. I'm gonna open up Saimapedia. Phosphor slime! So phosphor slimes are pretty cool. Second slime we've unlocked so far. Their favorite food is a Q-berry. They only come out at night. So the interesting thing is, with them, they'll despawn really quickly in the daytime. So they have to be kept either somewhere dark or in a corral with a solar shield. So I'm actually going to send them out. It'll despawn. We also unlocked a Q-berry. So it's like a cube-looking strawberry. Yeah. It's pretty cool. They grow. I think I'm actually gonna like plant a Q-berry tree somewhere once I have enough plorts, because, you know, new type of food. I want to be able to access it later. I'm so close. Okay, slime dudes, I need you to eat more. I need like 2 more plorts. Need like 2 more. I kind of wish I had ice cream. Ice cream sounds really good right now. A plort! Cool, I can collect these plorts. Thank you, slime buddies. There's no more food down here. Alright, I think this might be enough to get another garden and plant my Q-berries. Now the thing is, should I just save one of the Q-berries and wait on the garden and keep saving? I don't know. I guess there's more plorts in here. No. So I'm gonna give it a minute. But I will explain to you guys why I have not been streaming the past few days. So do not worry. Like, I have a reason, and it is a good reason. But I do feel bad, though, because I posted an announcement most of the days I didn't stream. But yesterday I didn't. So I will explain that, don't worry. I'm not just like, who cares if I explain to them? It doesn't matter. No, I do care. And I want to let you guys know. And I'm going to sleep again. Oh, I got star mail. Let's read this. Alright. Welcome to the Range Exchange. Thora West. Hi there, Beatrix. The name's Thora West. I'll keep my introduction short on account that we all got work to do. I'm a longtime rancher here on the Far Far Range and head of the welcome wagon for your local Range Exchange. The Range Exchange is a network of ranchers just like yourself who are looking to trade what they've got for what they need. Slimes, plorts, food, whatever. All you need to do is check out your Range Exchange machine daily and be sure to get your trade completed within 24 hours. As more ranchers get added to your network, you should receive a hearty hello from them, so check your inbox. Well, enough John, we've both got slimes to wrangle. Adios, Beatrix. Thora. Cool, so I can show you guys the Range Exchange now. Alright, so this is the Range Exchange. Over here. So whenever there's a little call icon, we answer. And people ask for trade goods, and this is what they'll give us. So usually it's money or resources. So I'm actually not going to do that deal right now. Sorry, Thora. You don't have to do them. It's totally optional. Although there are 2 characters that if you do at least one range exchange with them, you'll eventually be able to trigger unlocking a new area. So that's pretty cool. So there are a couple characters that I will make sure to do a range exchange with. Alright, you little slime dudes. Here's some food to hold you over. I'm gonna go sell your poop. I'm so close to being able to get the plort collector, which is what I really want. I need 500. I am very close. Ooh, another poop. I wonder if this will be enough. I don't know. Should get me close. I need 40 more new bucks. Alright, my cuties. Eat to your heart's content. I'm gonna go find you more food. Anyway. So yeah, I know it's been, what, like a week since I've streamed last? Which is unfortunate, I know. I've had room in my inventory for all the foods. So these little guys are eating the pogo fruit. I guess that's okay. Means I get some plorts. Here, I'll bring these down so you guys can reach them. There we go. Got a fruit. Somebody eat that. Alright, I'll come back in a minute. This should be enough to make it so I can get the plort collector. And yeah, once I get the plort collector and get it all set up, then I will talk to you guys a little bit about what was going on this week. Yes, plort collector. Let's do it. Purchase. Alright. So, for example, you guys see how there are some plorts in there right now? It'll automatically go every once in a while, but I can trigger it too. And it collects them for me. And then I don't have to go in and pick them all up. Which is very convenient. Let's stick a couple more slimes in there. Let's see, what do I want to save up for next? I think next I want high walls. It'll make it harder for my little dudes to escape. I also want to get another garden, so I think I'm going to get another garden and then high walls. Alright, so a little bit about what was going on this week. Well, lots was going on. Let's look around. Not a lot of food out at the moment. Let's check out a new area. We're gonna go over here. Hey, sweetie. Let's see. For one thing this week. Hey. Doing okay?
Yeah.
My sister-in-law had to go to the hospital for a little bit, so that was pretty scary. So that day I did not stream. That was kind of scary and stressful. Turned out it's okay. Like, I'm not gonna go into why, but everything worked out fine, so don't worry. Tabby slime! That's a new slime! To the Saimapedia. Tabby slime. Those stripes, that tail, that wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Alright. So they eat meat. They're not super special, but they're cute. Let me actually... One thing I want to check real quick is the achievements. So we can actually see what the different achievements are, but the one we got already is called Catch. Shoot food into an airborne slime's mouth. So as we get achievements, I'll stop and show you guys what we get the achievement for, too. So hanging around tabby slimes is kind of nice, because there is one we get that requires a tabby slime. Come here. Oh, doesn't want to do it. So I might hang around with these guys a little bit. They're very fun. Ooh, I guess I can... There it goes! The achievement's called Boop. Let me show you guys what the achievement is, if I can find it. Where's Boop? Boop! Let a tabby slime headbutt you right on the nose. So that's how you get Boop. Let me also go grab one of these guys. Boop! Oh, my Largo! Largo slimes are large slime hybrids formed when a slime eats a plort unlike its own. Ooh. So you just saw one be made. You'll probably see another one be made. Ready? Oh, tabby slime! If that tabby slime eats a pink plort, it'll turn into a tabby and Largo. A tabby and pink Largo. So let's go to the slimes. Here it is, Largo slimes. There's just more to love. So Largo is a hybrid. So you can't actually set them up all the way. You just can pick them up. So you can only pick up one at a time. But they're very exciting because anytime they eat something, they produce both kinds of plorts. Why do I have a pink slime? I don't want one. Another crate! And this one's gonna have an ornament in it. So the ornament ones are only on weekends. Last year they did it as just a Christmas event. But since they implemented it as a year-long event. Just on the weekends. So cute. Oh no! There we go. Lovely ornament. Boop. So we'll collect ornaments. That'll be fun. Alright. So I think I'm gonna try and get a garden next so I can sit down these tubers. Got another achievement. What for? I keep hitting the wrong button. Plort peddler. Sell 100 plorts at the plort market. Yay! Making all the monies. So I've got to get to 250. Right, I was talking about why I haven't streamed more. I'm gonna go out and explore, try and find some more food. Yeah, so my sister-in-law was at the hospital for a while. And that was all in one day. She didn't have to stay overnight or anything, but it was so freaky because at first the doctor didn't tell us what was going on. And I'm not going to share the details with you guys because that's her thing. But that was scary. So that was really stressful and I was up super late because of that. So I didn't stream the day it happened or the day after. And then there's just been some high stress drama with my mother-in-law. Like, she really hates me and is actively trying to get me kicked out. which is not fun. That's stressful, especially in the winter. It's like, come on. Winter right before Christmas? Really? So that's been stressful. Especially because it's like, it's such a shame when someone hates you and because of something that you can't do anything about. Silver Hunter says, you seem super kind, so that's really upsetting. Yeah, and it's not because of anything I've done. Like, I help clean around the house, I do my dishes, I'm quiet. I have never talked back to her. In a year and a half that I've been living with them, I have never talked back to her. It's pretty much down to just, she's Spanish, my husband's whole family is Spanish, and I'm not. So, it's frustrating, because it didn't even come down to something I did. It came down to my skin color, which is something I can't do anything about. So, you know, not always fun. Often very frustrating, so that's been getting to me more than usual this week. There we go, we got that garden going. So, it's been a couple days of just, like, being frustrated, especially, like, it's around Christmas time. This is when I miss, like, my family. And so it's just really hard. 'Cause it's like, you don't want to live with people who hate you. Like, no one would want that. Silver Hunter says, that's something you can't control, and that's just so unkind. I'm really sorry. And, you know, I'm mostly used to it. Mostly I deal with it, but just this week it got to me, so it took a few days. My pet cactus, Casey. Hi, B. I bought a cactus from you, sort of. When I came back home, it was one of the only things left in your shop. It was a lonely little guy, so I decided to adopt it. You know I kill every plant I touch, but I promise you this one will last. I mean, if I can't keep a cactus alive, then clearly something is really wrong. When I look at it, I think of you out there on the range, doing your thing. Hope you're okay, Casey. I like that they purposefully leave Casey's gender ambiguous. But yeah, it's pretty. It's kind of nice to know that, like, my siblings-in-law kind of stick up for me with her when I'm not around. Because, like, I'm helping them out as much as I can. I help one of them with school and mental health stuff a bit, and the other I make sure to play with because they're pretty young. So it's like, I'm glad at least they can see that I'm doing my best, I'm helping. So let's see, we need to save up $350 to get high walls. So yeah. I don't know why it got to me so much in the past couple of days. I'm thinking maybe it's just like, you know, Christmas songs are playing, Christmas stuff's everywhere, and I know that, you know, my mother-in-law would rather I be anywhere but here for the holiday season. Ooh, 2 more? Let's take these back. Yeah.
The best thing in the world, guys, everybody who's watching, is some gosh darn eggnog.
Oh, you got eggnog?
Being,
the cinnamon's over on the shelf if you want it.
being with my gosh darn wife on gosh darn Christmas seasoning. Gosh darn.
Cinnamon's on the shelf if you want it for your eggnog.
Alright.
I'm gonna get us some more ornaments. I'm not gonna open them yet, though. Look, it looks like a little pile of presents. It's so cute.
Darn.
Gosh darn. I might do a special stream on Christmas. I know I still need to do the special streams for the donation events I had. Well, keep in mind, hon, too, there's a chance you might be working on Christmas.
Eve or day?
Hmm?
Eve or day?
Eve.
Yeah, there's a chance I may be working on Christmas Eve. Definitely not working on Christmas Day. Nobody is.
Nice. My husband got a new job. Anyway. I got another crate. I'm just rounding these things up. So yeah, that's what's been going on the past... Shoot, did not mean to open those. I'll look at them in one sec. Gotta feed my slimes. So yeah, that's what's going on with us. I guess the one good thing we have going on, though, is we got some of the chocolate Christmas calendars. And so we're doing what my family used to do, which was we're reading the Christmas story from the Bible, Luke 2, verses 1 through 20. I'm not religious anymore, it's just my family used to do that, so I do it kind of more as a, you know, nostalgia thing than a religious thing. So we read the Christmas story, and then we open our chocolate calendar chocolate. Which for me is super awesome. Yes, we're close to having enough. Alright, let's check out these two. Crystal ornament, a gold ornament. What's this one? And we got another lovely ornament. We're gonna get so many freaking ornaments. Let's put this one here. This one here. And this one here. They're so pretty. We're gonna decorate our little house thing. It's gonna be awesome. Or maybe, like, by Christmas, we'll try and get a bunch and decorate, like, one of these little fruit trees or something. I don't know. I guess we'll see how long we played today, too. Alright, back out into the world to gather more food. But yeah, that's what we've been up to. Nothing too big. And our Christmas budget's gonna be small, too. But, you know, small, low-key Christmas. Figure at least I'm spending it with some family. Mostly not family who likes me, but that's okay. Got my husband. My brother and sister-in-law don't mind me, so guess that's all I can ask for. My father-in-law's gonna be back in town, and he doesn't seem to really like me either, so fun. He's also the one that, like, turns the internet off at 10 every night, so I've been glad to have him gone for a while. It's like, I like having the internet on at night. That's kind of nice. Especially because I have a hard time keeping a consistent sleep schedule. So it's just like, when I have the option of going to bed super late if I need to, that's always really comforting. And I am assuming once he gets back, I will not have that option anymore. So it's like, hey, we're just going to leave all that stuff. We'll come back and pick it up in a minute after we explore and get some more food. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on with me. Not really. No. I can tell you guys about what my immediate family used to do at Christmas, because I really like most of those traditions. So for my immediate family, we'd always decorate the tree, and the kids would decorate it for the most part, except for any amount of help we needed from parents. So we didn't usually set the tree up, and a lot of years my mom helped with the lights, but eventually they just helped set up the tree, and then the kids would decorate it. Which is tons of fun, and then all the kids would decorate together, and we'd always argue like crazy over it. Ooh, we got another star mail. Which is tons of fun. So we decorate together lots of ugly handmade ornaments, and usually not very evenly distributed ornaments. But we loved it, and it was tons of fun. My in-laws, there is a tree, but it's a plastic one that you just kind of set up, and it's already got lights in it and stuff. So it's not quite the same feeling, I guess. What other traditions do my family have? Every year on Christmas, my family, you know, we put our gifts to each other all under the tree, and we each got to open one present on Christmas Eve night, right before going up to bed. And so we'd always be, like, talking to each other and trying to figure out, like, which gift would be the best one to open. And so I'd be like, oh, don't open mine. Mine wouldn't be a good gift for tonight. Because we'd always try and pick something like a book or a Lego set or something that we could stay up late playing with. And then in the morning, we'd all wake up, and usually my parents the night before would set, like, you know, here's the earliest time we'll get up and do stuff with you guys, kind of thing. So they'd set that. Oh, you can get highballs now. Perfect. So I'm thinking AirNet next, 425. Just to keep the slimes contained, and then we can start putting a lot more of them in there. So I'm gonna get a few more of them, actually. No, I'll start with that. Anyway. So it'd be like 7 in the morning. Let me read the star mail and then I'll keep going. Salutations, Miss LeBeau. Victor Humphries. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Victor Humphries, professional slime rancher, slime scientist, and amateur musician. My understanding is that Miss West has already informed you of how the range exchange works, so I'll spare you any further education. Instead, I'll illuminate you on what you can expect from my own requests. As a slime scientist slash rancher, I have a tremendous interest in the liqueform legion that we share with this vast range with, the slimes. My studies often keep me from venturing out on the range daily, and when I find myself short of a particular species, I will use the range exchange to fill that gap. Don't worry though, I will reimburse you handsomely for your efforts. Good luck in your new venture, Miss LeBeau. I look forward to seeing life breathed once again into the former Twilger's Ranch. Sincerely, Victor Humphries. P.S. I once lost my most favorite fiddle while fleeing a feral boom slime. Its value is only sentimental, but should you find it, I'd very much love to be able to play it again. Alright, so there's a new person on the range exchange. So we've already met Thora. This is Victor Humphries. If possible, please acquire the following for future study. Many thanks. So some slimes. So 4 phosphor, 3 pink, and 6 tabby. I actually think that's achievable. I think we're gonna try and do that. Here you go, slimes. A bazillion foods. So let's go get 3 pink and 6 tabby. Or at least try and get that many. Pink should be no problem. Come here, little dude. Nope, come in. Phosphor will have to wait until night to get, but the tabby we can maybe get. So we need 6 of them. Got some food. If necessary, there's a couple new areas we can go to as well to try and find the amount of tabby that we need, especially because they're all eating quartz. Alright. What I can also do is if I rid an area of enough slimes, some will start respawning. Although it doesn't always work very quickly, so this is kind of like a last-ditch effort kind of thing. Do not need that many pink slimes. This is kind of a last-ditch effort kind of thing. Didn't seem to work very well. We can always come back later. Anyway, let's go out somewhere new to try and find those tabbies we need. But before I do that, I am going to head back to the ranch with some slime dudes and set them down, because my inventory is going to fill up very quickly in this new area we're going to. Oh, what was I saying? Right, my family. Sorry, Trishans. So then, Christmas morning, we'd line up at the top of the stairs once everybody's awake and ready to go. And the youngest would always go down first. My dad would be taking some pictures. I did not mean to put all these guys in here. I need 3 of you back. And then we go downstairs and all open our presents. Alright, we need 5 more tabby. And then, of course, there are other things we'd always do leading up to the holiday season. Any Christmas cards we got, my mom would hang on the fridge. Not on the fridge, on the front door, like the back of the front door. This is a new area we're going to. New slime! Which I don't actually want right now, but we're gonna see it anyway. Rock slime. These slimes are totally metal. So rock slimes, they look all cranky. They're really happy. The dangerous part is if you bump into them or if they kind of roll into you, they hurt you. So I'm sure you guys will see that any moment now, since I have found it nearly impossible to entirely avoid getting hurt by these. Ooh, map node. Perfect. So now I have the map for the dry reef, which I don't actually need, but it's useful to have anyway. So I'm gonna have to keep exploring if I wanna. Let's grab some quartz. So you see how the rock guys kind of roll around? It's not very safe. Fort. Alright, we're also gonna go up here, try and find some more tabby slimes. I see some! Here! So we needed 5 more. Ta-da! We got them all! Ooh, let's grab this crate and head back home. What else did my family do? We always made tiramisu around the holidays, or rather my parents did. So like homemade tiramisu, because my dad lived in Italy for a couple of years, so we actually learned to make it from someone from Italy, so it's very, very good tiramisu. But yeah, just stuff like that. And then, you know, New Year's, it's right after Christmas. New Year's was also very fun. We'd always stay up till the ball dropped. Playing board games together. And so we'd have it going on the TV. Waiting for the ball drop, listening to the songs and everything. And then at midnight, there were these crystal glasses my parents had. I think they were a wedding gift or something. But they only pulled them out on New Year's. We all got one, and we put sparkling apple cider in it. And at midnight, we would toast. Say Happy New Year. And that was one of the few times of the year where my whole family would be at the dinner table doing something. So we'd all be playing board games and eating snacks. Because we didn't all eat at the dinner table very much. Not that it was like a super sad thing. We were pretty close as a family. It's just, you know. Ooh. New Saimapedia entry. Stony hen! So there's different kinds of hens. So this is a stony hen. So that's 1 phosphor, so we need 3 more. I do not really want this rock slime. So I'm gonna kind of shoot it over there. Alright, we're gonna go find, we need 3 more phosphor slimes. This is where my strategy of getting rid of slimes will actually work really well. To kind of empty the population of this area. The area will very quickly spawn some phosphor slimes. Alright. Make more slimes. Nothing yet? Alright. I guess I'll walk around a little more. Anything? Oh, there's one. Gotcha. Don't really want you. Anything? No? Nobody's spawning over here yet. Guess I'll keep wandering around. So I need 2 more. That's not bad. Okay, so it'll be interesting. Yeah, this holiday season. I don't know, dude, because usually my in-laws go out to, like, eat more around the holidays, but it's very conflicting, because, like, on the one hand, you know, I want to go out to eat, too, especially because they usually pay, but on the other hand, like, when I'm not there, like, in-laws, the parents are a lot happier, nicer to their kids, so it's like, you know, do I jeopardize the experience for them so I can enjoy some of it, too, or do I stay home so the average amount of pleasure gotten from it is higher? I don't know. Moral dilemma, I suppose. Ta-da! We got some cool new stuff. Ooh, we got a heartbeat. And some money. Money is good. Heartbeat. So this is a rock slime's favorite food. So I'm going to plant some of that, just so I have a little bit of each kind of food here on the ranch. Later I'll make some chicken coops. Maybe not today, but eventually. Another garden. I think I have enough for an airnet now, too. I do. So I can actually get some more slimes, because they can't jump out as easily anymore. So I'm going to go grab some more pink slimes and stuff them in there. Come here, little guys. Now, if you guys are worried, you know, like, oh, they're being in captivity, are they sad? No, there's actually like an official entry, like by the people who made the game, who say as long as they're kept well fed, slimes don't care. So, don't worry, they're fine. I do my best to keep them well fed, so they should be totally happy. But yeah, my holiday season is going to be interesting. What do I want to save up for next? So I could either fully upgrade my current corral, which would be very useful. Yeah, let's fully upgrade this. So we need a total of like 850 new bucks to fully upgrade it. So that's not bad. We can probably accomplish that in a couple in-game days. So let's have that be our next goal. Sleep until morning. Here we go. But yeah. Maybe I'll do like some sort of special Christmas stream event for you guys. I don't know. You guys have any input on that? I can't really tell if anyone's even still watching. Chat has been so quiet. Which I guess is okay. I said this was going to be a chill stream anyway. So don't worry, if you have left, you don't have to feel guilty or anything. I'm not like, oh my goodness, my feelings are hurt. No, I'm just chilling. Sweetie, why are you hiding under the desk all weird? He is reeing under the desk. Ree! You're cute. You are the most adorable. I want to see my cool ornaments. Are they cool?
Oh, those are cute.
Aren't they? They're awesome.
Oh, baby, I'm awake. Baby, you're awake.
It'll be interesting. So eventually I'll be trying to get all the achievements.
Achievements.
You haven't done the achievements?
Oh,
and I was able to reset them for this
cool
playthrough.
I have never heard of these achievements.
So you haven't looked at them much?
No.
That's alright. By the time you started playing the game on, I had already gotten them all. So they probably just none of them triggered for you, so you didn't know they were there.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Yeah. Because it's not like each new profile, each new playthrough, it resets the achievements. It's like linked to your Steam account, but you can choose from in-game to reset them.
Baby, I'm awake.
Alright. So we need 300 more new bucks to get all the stuff we were aiming for. Ooh, what is in this? Cool. We got a hen. Ooh, there's another one.
Ooh, is that the first one? Would that know you?
So I actually could make a chicken coop now. Do I want to do that?
What can you know?
Chicken coop. Where I have chickens. I'm actually not going to start a chicken coop right now. So I'm just going to feed my hen-hens and my roostro, which we have a new Saimapedia entry on, presumably. Roostro struts his stuff like he's king of the coop. So if you have roostros and hen-hens together, they'll actually start producing eggs. So they can actually be like a renewable resource. But I don't have a coop, and I'm not going to raise chickens right now. But I will do that later. So don't worry, you will eventually see chicken coops and stuffs. Just not right now. Or if you guys on my stream already got bored and left, then next time I stream, maybe you can see it. I'll take that. Oh, let me take this back to the ranch. Careful, I don't want to accidentally break the crate before I mean to. Keep taking this back to my house. Very excited for when we unlock the lab. That's probably not going to be tonight. Then you can make gadgets that help make this whole thing easier. So right now I have to run around doing everything, and my inventory is small and everything. But eventually you can get upgrades and gadgets that help streamline everything. Cool, I just need like 250-ish more. Let's see what's in this. Nothing new, but a little bit of money and some food for my little dudes. I think I'm gonna sleep because my little dudes want them to eat. So I know it's like 10 in the morning. I'm sleeping most of the game day away. But for now, that's okay. Hiya, Beatrix. Ogden Ortiz. The name's Ogden Ortiz. I'm a slime rancher much like yourself, but I mostly fancy myself as a farmer. I came to the far, far range to grow fruits and veggies the way we used to back on Earth, by getting down into the soil and getting our hands dirty. Did you know that carrots improve your night vision? Yeah, seriously, they do. I don't see why all ranchers aren't just gobbling them down every chance they get. Being lost out on the range at night can be so dangerous. Well, don't let me ramble on you here. We'll be in touch via the range exchange. I tend to only raise slimes that eat fruits and veggies, so expect those kinds of requests from me. Looking forward to doing business with ya. Oh. P.S. Ever hear of the gilded ginger? It's a mythical veggie that is said to be the favorite food of the equally mythical gold slime, but some say that neither of them actually exist. Alright, so we can do exchanges with Ogden now, I believe. Working on a new recipe. Help me out? So he would like 8 pogo fruit and 4 cuberries. I think that is quite reasonable, and I think we can actually get that very quickly, which is awesome. Because Ogden is one of the 2 people that if we trade with him at least once and do one other thing, we can trigger unlocking a new area. So Ogden is someone I very much would like to do business with. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, got an achievement. What achievement did we get? Achievements. Hasty exchange. Fulfill a range exchange request within 2 hours of receiving it. Oh, that's cool. So it's because we did that one so fast. Alright, here you go, little dudes. Here's some food. I'm very hungry, so I better round up some food for them pretty quick. On the bright side, we should be able to afford fully upgrading this corral now. Which is awesome. Because I want to build another corral and some more gardens. So I want to save up for those instead. Alright, awesome. Let's fully upgrade this. So like I said before, I'm not going to get the solar shield, because we only need that for phosphor slimes, and once we unlock this area, the grotto, it's dark enough that we can just keep them in there. And then we save a lot of potential money by never having to buy a solar shield. So I can also upgrade my gardens pretty soon to make them produce food faster. I'll come back for that. Don't worry. Plorts outside of corrals will despawn eventually, but it takes a while. So it takes like multiple in-game days kind of thing. So leaving it for 2 seconds is totally fine. Alright. So I'm going to build another garden for now. I think I'm going to plant carrots there. And then I'm going to upgrade my gardens. So I'm going to give them each a sprinkler and nutrient soil. So nutrient soil is 350, it's 700. So we need 1,400 to get nutrient soil for all 4 of my garden plots. So that's kind of my next goal, is to get nutrient soil for all of them. the slime buddies. More food. Don't worry, I'll go round up even more food for you. I know you're hungry. Looks like my stream is doing me a lag. That fruit and everything before these little guys eat it all. Got it. No, let me have the food. Oh, I got some of it anyway. Alrighty. I get lots of food from my little dudes. And eventually I will get more types of slimes on the ranch. So don't worry, this isn't just going to be the pink slimes forever. We're going to have lots of different kinds of slimes. Just not quite yet. We want to unlock a few more things before we do that. Not an inventory room for plorts. Alright, let's head back. We heading back to the ranch. It's just been a very chill stream. Not a lot of people in chat today, but that's okay. There you go, little dudes. I know you're hungry. I like the chickadees, just because it's like delayed feeding, because they have to grow up before the slimes will eat them. Which I know sounds kind of horrible, but it is true. Goodness. Little dudes are very hungry. Oh, we're getting there. We're almost halfway to how much money we need. Now the real question is, do I want to invest in being able to hold more stuff now, or do I want to do it later? What do you guys think? Let me know in chat. Because I could get a tank booster, which would allow me to hold more stuff and would make this go a little faster. But it's also money that I could just save and put towards, you know, buying the upgrades I want. So I don't know. Do you guys have any opinion on this? Maybe you don't. Or maybe nobody's listening. That's a possibility too. So I may just be talking to Aaron. Why don't you guys offer any opinion you may have in chat, and if nobody responds within a few minutes, I'll just kind of make a call. Grabbing me some plorts. I assume these little guys are going to eat the chickens. I don't have any inventory slots for them anyway. Oh, I got a new mail. Let's go check this out, see what my mail is. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this range exchange yet. So I know what the person who just sent a range exchange request usually asks for. And I don't know if I'll be able to get what I want yet, but we're going to go check and find out anyway. Alright. Actually, let's read the star mail from them first. Oh, that's an old one. Mochi Miles. Well, it seems like another wannabe rancher has signed up for a lonely existence on a faraway space rock. Congrats, Beatrix. I'm Mochi Miles. That's Miles as in Tatsuya Miles, the billionaire. I'm here to do important business for my dad, but that doesn't mean I won't make all the rest of these backwater types out here look bad in the process. No one conquers the plort market like I do, day in, day out. My dad gives me the inside track, so look forward to my requesting plorts that I know will make me huge profits later on. So I wish you the best of luck, Beatrix. Maybe you'll even reach second place. And at the very least, you can tell your friends that you helped out the great Mochi Miles in her conquest of the far, far range. Later, Tater, Mochi Miles, top rancher. So she's got a little bit of an ego, but we find out more about her later. Alright. So she always requests plorts. So she requested 2 pink, 2 tabby, and 2 phosphor. Actually, I think that's fairly reasonable. So what we're gonna do, so we're gonna hold on to these pogo fruit. Actually, we have some Q-berries growing. I'm gonna toss those. And we're gonna go try and get those tabby plorts now. And then at night, we'll try and get the phosphor plorts. So Mochi Miles is one of the other is the other of the 2 characters we need to do at least 1 range exchange with. So you guys remember, we've been here once before. I'm not sure I can get these carrots without getting hurt. But we're gonna try. I got some plorts. That's nice. Oh, I walked right into that one. Guess I'm gonna grab a couple hen hens. Guess we'll grab these while I'm here. Oh, gotta be really careful. You know, always nice to grab plorts, but not if I'm gonna die in the process. Oh man! Eat my plorts. I want to grab the chickadoos, but I don't have the inventory space for it at the moment. I swear I heard something eat. There we go. Come here. Chickadoos are so cute. There's usually some tabbies over here. Alright, well, that's a tabby. Oh no, no! Bad. Okay, eat. Yes. Okay, okay. And nobody... I got it! Oh, what achievement did I get? Free ranging. I don't know what that means. Free ranging. Collect 50 plorts on the range in a single day. Oh, that's pretty cool. Not a bad achievement to get. So I think, the different colored achievements are like based on how hard they are to get. I'm kind of guessing. Ooh, another note. Ooh, and some more plorts. I like plorts. Plorts are money. Alright. I had a great big tree like this here one along the edges of my edge of my property back on Earth. It had been there before anyone could remember. It survived all kinds of change around it, and then one day I began to notice it was dying. Wasn't anything unnatural, was just its time, I suppose. And then I realized that if I didn't do something, I'd end up like that tree. I'd spend my whole life in the same place. I wasn't going to let that happen, so I bought a ticket for the far, far range the very next day. H. So we find a lot of notes like that. It seems like he very much had, you know, he wanted to travel. And it was so important to him that he did. He packed up, he left Earth, he left everything he knew. And when he started to get that longing to travel again, he did it. He picked up, left his ranch, and went out in search of his next big adventure. It's kind of admirable. So we do learn a lot more about H as the game goes on. Alright, we got all these plorts we need. I'm actually going to sell most of them before I put them in the range exchange. Alright, we don't have all the ones we need yet. So we're good. There you go, my little dudes. Eat up. So, like 2 in-game hours, and then it'll be nighttime. We can go look for those phosphor slimes. For now, grab some food. So I'm actually gonna save 2 Q-berries, I think, to feed phosphor slimes tonight. Because Q-berries are phosphor slimes' favorite food. So when they eat them, they split out. Well, they spit out not 1, but 2 plorts. So it's actually more profitable to feed each slime their favorite food because they'll produce a lot more if you do. Now, unfortunately, pink slimes, which will eat anything, don't have a favorite food. But the advantage is they will eat anything. So they're good slime to just feed leftover food to. I'm close to having enough to get all my things nutrient soil. Transporter. It's an achievement. What does it do? Sell 500 plorts at the market. Cool. So I'm about 200 plorts away from being able to get nutrient soil for all my gardens, which makes it so they yield the maximum harvest, so it'll produce more food. So I'm just gonna kind of hang around the ranch until it's nighttime, which should be soon. So when we finish this range exchange, we'll get 500 new bucks, some heartbeats, some poke fruit, and some carrots. You hear that, little dudes? You will get some food. Which will be nice. So then after we get enough money for nutrient sale, we're gonna get sprinklers, which makes crops grow twice as fast. Which is always a good thing. I'm gonna wait till like 7 in-game to go out on the range. So if I go too soon, then phosphor slimes won't be spawning yet. So yeah, let's go check this out. This is where the lab is. So we can't go past this glowy pink barrier because we haven't paid money yet. So the lab is the most expensive ranch expansion. It's 10,000 new bucks. And we will eventually save up for that. Just not yet. Alright. We're gonna go out soon. Got a bunch of slimes right now. Eating all their food like the cuties they are. Alright. Let's go out on the range. So we just need to get... Oh. Ooh. Alright, do not want the phosphor slimes to eat a pig plort right now. So see, that's their favorite food, so they produce 2. So I already have enough. Well, you know, I may as well get a few extra to sell. Whoop. So here are phosphor slimes. Phosphor slimes, are you hungry? Here, eat that. So I got a few more than I needed. So I'm actually gonna throw this pink one just in with the other pink guys. Here you go, guys. Nice, got some money. Some food for my little dudes. And I have enough to get the nutrient soil everywhere now. Nutrient soil. So then I'll need to save up 2,000 to get sprinklers for everything. Which is expensive, but totally worth it. There you go, my little dudes. Eat to your heart's content. Alright, so I'm gonna go sell these extra plorts and then sleep so my slimes get hungry and eat more. Alright. So gotta save it to 2,000, which will probably take me a few in-game days. The little dudes have not eaten all night, and many of them are very hungry. But yeah, for a while, a lot of this game is going to be, you know, farming, saving up to get, you know, in-game food. I haven't actually planted anything there yet. That's not good. I think I'll plant a carrot. I'll plant carrots there. Let's go grab a little bit of food, see if we can find a carrot to plant. Let's see. I'm not seeing any carrots. Might have to explore for a bit to find anything. It might be too early in the day too, because you know, all the food out here on the little plots on the range do take a certain amount of time to regrow. This might just be that, you know, I'm out too early. Ooh. ornament. Alright, let's check over here. Sometimes some are grown over here. Let's go straight to the carrots. Oh no! Bad pink slime! Dang it. That was a carrot. Alright, let's go put this stuff at home. And we'll come back and look for carrots again a little later. That darn pink slime ate the carrot I wanted. Oh well, beat me to it. Got an ornament. That's always fun though. So those will eventually grow up and then the slimes can eat them. Oh goodness. So I'll put this ornament on my house. We're a fourth of the way there already. Guess we'll see how far I am after I actually sell all of the quartz. And we'll go try and find the carrot. Certainly getting there. It's like I probably could just buy sprinklers one plot at a time, but it's kind of fun to save up and then buy a whole bunch of stuff at once. You know? Alright. Let's go try and find a carrot now. So I think after I get sprinklers, I'm going to save up for a bigger, like, tank to hold stuff. It's annoying to only be able to hold 20 of something at a time. I've been streaming for almost an hour and a half. It's been a very chill, relaxed stream. You know, which has its upsides and its downsides. You know, it means I can, you know, take my time, just enjoy myself. But it also means, you know, there's not very many of you guys to talk to. But, you know, it can be fun to talk to you guys. So, I keep running into these dudes, and it's not good. Let's get rid of that, and I want to take some fruits. Let's grab this. There we go. We got some plorts. At the very least, I'm trying to remember, what did I actually come out here for? Carrots. Maybe some chickens. It's close enough, I guess. That's a stony hen. That's another stony hen. I don't have room in my inventory for you. So no carrots. You know, at least I got some plorts. I got some food. Nope. And my little dudes. Pretty soon I think I'll introduce you guys to a Gordo slime. So I've seen a Largo slime. You know, there's the bigger guys that are hybrids. For those of you who haven't seen them before, I think you'll enjoy a Gordo slime. I certainly find them entertaining. Let's take this food back. We'll probably have to venture out on the range again. Here's some pogo fruit. Still no carrots. Carrots! Yes! Let's go put this food down and then we'll come back and get those pogo fruit and carrots we passed. I'm gonna dump these in here for now. There you go, little guys. There's some food. Hear them going nuts eating everything. Alright. I think this is the first week ever where I've had like such a rough week that I wanted to just go buy a carton of ice cream and eat the whole thing. I've never really had that before. It's very odd. Like, even my period, it's like, I don't really want to eat a bunch of food. But we got an email! You know, it's like I want a heat pack and some pain relievers, and then I'm, you know, onto my more normal stuff. Oh, this will be a fun email. You guys are gonna get a kick out of Bob. Alright, so planted those carrots. Alright, so we got some fun star mail. I'll go read it in just a moment. But, you know. No ice creams for me. Oh, actually, I can put this in the auto feeder. So it'll kind of slowly feed that to them over time. Excuse me.
I want to clear off the bed, but at the same time I'm like that.
I don't know what achievement I just unlocked. It's called Fortunate. Fortunate. Earn over 5,000 new bucks. Cool. Go me. Alright. Let me sell these plorts, and then I will read my stuff. My Cootie's getting all naked. Why do you do this? Why? That is the weirdest smile. I lost my chapstick and I'm sad because the weather's all cold and dry now. So it's like, you know, the kind of weather where chapstick actually becomes important. I can't find it. We are halfway to what we need to buy sprinklers. Alright, let's check this out. Alright.
Why would we need sprinklers in the
Hello,
basement?
Bob. Hello. Hello, hello, chickens. Hello, chickens. Chicken. Hello, Bob. PSS. Chicken. Alright, so we have a new person to exchange with on the exchange. The 7Z Rewards Club. 7Z Corporation. Miss LeBeau. The 7Z Corporation would like to extend a very special offer to you. An invitation to the very exclusive, exceptionally choice, highly sought after 7Z Rewards Club. The 7Z Rewards Club allows you to earn extra premium ranks within an exclusive club for only a semi-ultra premium price. It's just that easy. Each rank grants you a new club title, along with unique rewards such as beautiful upgrades for your ranch, exclusive customization options, and more. We look forward to your enrollment.
I just realized something.
Huh?
The 7Z Rewards Club is like probably ripping you off because you're on a ranch, so you can't really look up how much it costs for.
Oh, it definitely is. The 7Z Corporation, offering you a path to greatness, one large sum of new bucks at a time.
Yep.
The 7Z Corporation. So they're ripping you off, but they're very open about it. Oh, I forgot to show you. 7Z Rewards Club, new thing. So, if we purchase the first thing, we get a Roostro Weather Vane. And it goes up to, like, club rank 28 or something like that. So we're not going to worry about that right now. Bob, chicken? Chickens. So Bob wants chickens, and Bob is a stack of pink slimes. Okay, so 6 hen-hens and a roostro. I actually think we can probably get that. Let's try at least. I'm going to get these pogo fruits because they're here. So 6 hen-hens and a rooster. Okay. There's not currently any. But let's walk around. Let's see if we can find it. Nothing there at the moment. So this may be very difficult because it means we have to beat slimes to the foods that they love. So now that we're kind of around the corner, let's... Okay, I saw a hen-hen. It's about to fall. So we've very much got to beat these guys. Okay, so sometimes there are more up there, but it doesn't look like any are about to fall. So let's go to other areas where we know hen-hens spawn. So we need 6 hen-hens. And a roostro. Oh no, I need that pink guy to not. They're trying to jump up there and grab him too. No, no, no. Fine. These guys, like, grab them in midair. Like, how do you compete with that? Is one up here? I hear that there are more up there. I'm moving you. You are competition and I don't want you here. I hear that there are more up there, don't you guys? Is there one like down here somewhere? No. So it means they're up there. They just need to fall down. Looks like one might. Come on! Come on, no. Gotcha. Okay, well I got 3. Let's go check some other areas, because right now, those pink slimes are gonna beat me to them. Huh. It's a stony hen, that's not what I want. I guess sometimes they spawn over here too. I guess we'll keep looking. It might be best to go to sleep for an in-game day and then look more. So everything kind of resets and respawns. Ooh. That's what I'll grab for now. I love the ornament. There's so many of this kind of ornament. Yeah, probably for the best. There's so many like... Oh no, these guys are gonna eat them all. Oh! Ooh. Not good for my health to get in there. Maybe I'll come back out on the range once I set this stuff at home. No, probably best to sleep for the night. At least I got 3, and I got an ornament, and some food. Alright, let's see. Alright, my little cuties. Here's some. Don't worry, there's plenty of food to go around. Alright, let's get all the food and then I'll go look for chickens. All my little dudes are looking pretty happy. It's like most of them are well fed. And any that aren't can pick up the food. Alright, let's put this in the auto feeder for now. There's a lot of plorts. Alright. Let's get back up there. Okay, we're looking for 3 hens and a rooster. That's our priority for right now. No! Darn you slimes. Alright, let's check down here. It looks like if there were any here, they were eaten a while ago. Of course. Shoot. Alright. I'm not gonna pick up plorts for right now, actually. Oh. No chickens here? Nothing. Alright, I guess we're looking elsewhere. Alright. Ooh. Can I get 3? 3? I got 3. Perfect. I just need a roostro. I guess I can grab that. Roostro. Still need a roostro. Was there any up there? Like, if I just wait long enough, will one fall down? Nope, doesn't look like it. Looks like I need to keep looking. Rooster! Rooster! Got it! Oh, a tar slime! Boop! So tar slime is actually very dangerous. We want to get out of here. But we can look in Saimapedia. The tar! So tar slime is when... You remember the Largo slimes that are like a hybrid? If a Largo eats a plort that isn't like either of the slimes in the hybrid, it forms a tar. And so they consume other slimes and start, like, multiplying. And they can do a lot of damage very quickly. Like, they can kill you. So it's very much a, you know, oh, cool, look-see, and then run or destroy them. And we don't have a water tank right now, which is what we would need to fight them. And you can pick them up, but if you're holding them for too long, they'll start eating you. So. That's why I didn't hold on to them for very long. I basically picked it up to shoot it. It says there's 2 viewers. Okay, so that's what I'll get. Nothing that'll run away. Good, I got some money. Which definitely put us closer to our goal. For 2,000 new bucks to, you know, buy stuff. So let me sell these extra plorts now. I'll give you guys some food. So I think by the time we sell these pink plorts, we should have enough. To get sprinklers, which is good, because next thing I want to get is a bigger tank. Which maybe I'll actually get that now to make this easier. I think I am going to buy that now. So we're going to get a tank booster. Which makes it so I can hold 30 things instead of just 20. Which, thank goodness. That means, you know, if my inventory doesn't get full as fast, it means less trips back to the ranch. It means, you know, selling plorts goes so much faster. And actually, selling plorts will go a lot faster the further we get, because we can actually, eventually, get drones, which will automatically handle this for us. Well, drones can do a lot of things, but one of the things they can do is handle the collection and selling of plorts. So I do not regret getting a bigger tank, even though it looks like it may take us one more in-game day or so to get the sprinklers, maybe. So I guess we'll see where we're at after I sell these. Somebody's making noise upstairs, and I do not like it. Yes! There we go. Sprinkler. So scare slime will make it so if slimes are just wandering around, they're less likely to eat food from the gardens. But that's another thing where I manage things well enough. I don't need it. So I tend to just save money and not buy it. But the sprinklers make it so we'll grow food faster. So our next goal is actually going to be to get another corral and some more slimes. Because now that we grow food twice as fast here, we can handle having many more slimes. Which is pretty cool. I'm going to switch this out and put the pogo fruit in here. Because there's more of it. I'm going to hold on to the Q berries. And I'm actually going to... See, so much food! More than fits in my inventory, apparently. So we can handle more slimes than we could before. And keep them all fed. So next priority is to get and fully upgrade another corral. It doesn't look like we'll have to go out scouting for food very soon. We have plenty. Food left in here, so we'll put whatever we have most of in here for now. Alright. So let's sell some of this. And it looks like we'll very quickly have at least enough for another corral. It might take us a bit to fully upgrade it though. So yeah, one batch of selling plorts and we're already almost there. Now, pink plorts are the least valuable, so eventually I will diversify. I'll have more types of slimes on the ranch, but for now I like to keep it simple with just, you know, the type of slime that'll eat anything. So yeah, we have enough for another corral now. Our next corral. So I do want to get it mostly upgraded before we stick slimes in it. But thanks to the abundance of slimes we already have, it shouldn't take too long. So let's just get high walls right off the bat. So we've already got one upgrade. My cute little slimes eat a lot. So I might just do a couple days of, you know, feed my slimes, then go to sleep in a row. Just to really knock out the whole part of the process. Because unlike last time I streamed Slime Rancher, I'm actually going to do all the farming. I'm going to show everything on stream. This was the kind of work I'd normally do offline. Last time I did this, you know, I'd go until I got a certain amount of progress done, but I'd have 40-45 minute streams and then do a few hours of farming prep work in between. But I don't want you guys to miss anything. I want you to see all the achievements. So I think I have the most pogo fruit right now, so we're gonna put that in the dispenser. So pogo fruit and carrots I think yield the biggest crops at a maximum. But they're also the two foods that are no slime's favorite, so it's not the kind of food I want to have all the time. But it's definitely good for large amounts of pink slimes. Ooh, 100. Totally full. sell all the plorts. So I think for now the only upgrades we're gonna get immediately is the ones that make my tank bigger. I can hold more stuff. Because that makes the process go so much faster. I made a lot of rice today. Because I made yum bowls, which are so tasty. It's really nice actually because I can make a big batch of the yum sauce pretty easily, which is like the special sauce that makes it taste super good. And then I can use some and then it freezes really well. So I can make a big batch and then freeze it and save it. Super convenient. Alright, so it looks like it'll be 1 or 2 more in-game days of just doing this very quick. Feed the slimes a whole bunch and then sell the plorts really quickly. Some music box and airnet. So I just need 1,000 more to get the last 2 upgrades. And then I will get more slimes here on the ranch, which will be nice. Which I might end up getting a bigger tank booster thing soon. Yep, there it goes. So let's see how much that costs. 500. Alright. So as soon as I can get that, I'm going to. Just because it's, again, streamlines the process. So as soon as I hit 500 again, I'm getting that. So I think my goal is going to be to get this first area of the ranch as set up as I want. We'll kind of see how I'm feeling. So I also kind of want to watch a movie tonight with my husband. So I guess we'll see how I'm feeling. Plort Authority. I'm guessing that's for sell 1,000 plorts at the plort market. I was going to say, I bet that's for selling plorts. So I think 1 more batch of plort selling, and then I can get a bigger tank, which will be nice. And I'll be a few more in-game days until I fully upgrade. Alright. 40! We can put 40 in now! Which is fantastic. There's a lot of other upgrades I want to get, but I'm really mostly worried about the tank at the moment. Now, there's other stuff I can get that'll make just my whole overall experience easier. Things that let me run faster and longer. Stuff like that. But for now, this is quite excellent. See? Just a minute ago, I wouldn't have been able to pick those all up. See? So I think we're gonna put logo fruit in there. We're gonna feed you guys some heartbeats. Eat your nummies. Here the slimes, lots of nummies. There you go. Here's some Q-berries. So we're just gonna feed them lots of random stuff. Alright, so that hasn't fallen yet. Alright, so let's give them maybe half of the carrots. Give them the other half in the morning, kind of thing. Yeah, whatever, I'll just stick them all in there now. I'll get more in the morning anyway. Alright. And to bed again. So we're just gonna do this for a couple more days. This is a super relaxing game. I very much enjoy it. And I kind of wish more people would be in chat when I play this, but I get it too. Like, it's super chill. Low stress. It's definitely not the most interesting thing for my audience when I stream it. Oh well, I guess. It gives me some time to relax. You guys are welcome to watch it if you are content starved. I'll probably stream this more tomorrow, honestly. I don't normally stream on Saturdays, so I don't really expect people to tune in regardless. Now we can go 40, so it will not take nearly as long. We can go twice as fast as we could a few minutes ago. And we'll definitely be able to upgrade our other corral pretty quickly. There's one more upgrade we can get so we can hold up to 50 items. And then there's one that'll make it go up to 100, but we can't unlock that for a while. But I don't know when the 51 gets triggered. So that'll be interesting to see. Here you go, little guys. Just feed them a ridiculous amount of food. This should be enough to get at least a couple more upgrades. Oh, so close. I need like 1 or 2 more boards. Which is perfect, because look. 1 or 2 more. Ta-da! Now, I think this is enough to fully upgrade the corral. Yep. Minus the solar shield, which I'm not going to regardless. Alright. So what I'm actually going to do is, now that I have enough to do it, I am going to collect my slimes. Okay. So I had 27 of these little guys. I'm going to leave 2 in there, and I'm going to put 25 in here. And I'm going to put 25 in each corral. There go these little guys to get a bunch of pogo fruit. So it's not like they're being given no food. Making sure they still have food. Now this other corral, I'm going to take these 2 guys. I'm going to go get them some buddies. So them and 25 of their little friends. Oh, come here. Will. Need 25, so 1 more. Come here, 1 of you. There we go, we got 25. We're gonna take this crate, because who knows what's in it. Alright, 25 little guys. And they're most likely going to be hungry, because these are new ones that haven't been being fed, so they're going to eat a lot. But now we have a ridiculous amount of slimes to feed. And we can get more books and more money. It'll help us save up for more things much faster. Actually, let's see what's in this. Oh, just a little bit of food. What types of food? I already have. So, ta-da! We're gonna grab all these parts, we're gonna sell them real quick. And then we're gonna decide what we want to buy next. Alright. So now we've got 2 little corrals and lots of food. I think I'm actually going to take a quick bathroom break, and while I'm doing that, I will figure out what I want to do next. So I'll be back in just a minute. Alright, I am back. Back to my audience of nobody. Alright. Alright, so I'm thinking, like, I don't have a lot I want to save up for, here now. Maybe some of the, like, personal upgrades, but later. So I'm going to save up to unlock a couple of these unlockable areas. So that's my next goal. So So we're gonna do a few more of these, like, you know, feed and sell plort binges. We'll see. We'll see if I get very far in this tonight, but... You guys ever have just one of those moods where you, like, want to go buy a bunch of your favorite snacks and just eat them? But, like, because you're sad. I know I'm describing that badly. I'm trying to think, like, what would I even want? It's probably just gonna make me more hungry, but it gives me something to talk about and think about. I think I would want the kind of pickles I really like. And some tuna. And then something sweet, but I don't know what. Where's that? Was that 30? I wasn't paying attention to how much food I was getting. Paying attention to how much food I was getting. So I think I'm just gonna have to kind of guesstimate. Because normally I'd split it pretty evenly. So I'm kind of guesstimating right now. So I guess I'll just go until they have a decent amount of food just kind of out, and they all look happy. So I guess I'll just go until these guys have about the same ratio of just food. Okay, so I have that much food out, and they're not really eating. I need to get some of these plorts out of the way so I can see. Okay, they have much less food out, and they're still kind of eating. So I think I'm just gonna give them all this. Alright, let's sell these plorts. So what I'll eventually do is if you guys remember earlier the Largos, I'll purposefully make some of those because it is more productive to each time a slime eats for it to produce 2 plorts instead of 1 for me to sell. Just I want to get some things prepped on the ranch before I do all that. So I'd like to have, you know, all the areas unlocked and all the corrals I want set up and fully upgraded. So that way once I discover new slimes, it's just down to, you know, putting them in the appropriate corral. You know, already have their food source ready and accessible, all that. Make it nice and easy. And then once we kind of do all that, we'll kind of be binge exploring the world. We'll discover lots of new slimes and resources and foods. We'll get a bunch of gadgets, which will be a ton of fun. And then once I do have a lot more slimes, I will make them all Largos. So I'll mix pink plorts with whatever kind of new slime I have, because it makes it so they'll eat anything. And so pink plorts aren't the most valuable plort to mix with, but it makes it so, you know, if I run out of a food source that slime would normally eat, I can just feed them anything for the time being. I don't have to stress like, oh, I have this tabby hunter mix that will only eat meat and I am out of chickens. Close to having enough for like these 2 unlockable areas. I think I'll unlock that one first. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna sleep. So like one more in-game day will have me enough to get the grotto. Yeah, I think we might even be able to unlock all the ranch areas tonight. I guess we'll see. Then I kind of want to watch a movie with my husband. I don't know. Trying to think, like, do we have any snacks that I like for movies? You kind of have a sense of what I like. Like, I think we have popcorn upstairs, but that'd be more for you. Huh? Yeah. This might be like a movie Sans. That's what we got. Gonna feed them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 30 more for these guys. So if I eat these with the food, then the tank booster! Yes! Perfect. So glad I got that. So that's gonna dip into our saved up monies, but it will make things go so much faster. Snack can take 50 at a time. Which I love. I don't know. I think tonight's gonna be like a stuffed animal, blanket, husband movie night. Oh, Mortal Kutra says, I played Smash Ultimate yesterday and it is great if you haven't played it, but if you get the chance, you should take it. And hi. Hey, I have not talked to you in a little bit, or at least it feels like it. How have you been? Smash Ultimate. Yeah, I haven't played Smash Ultimate, I don't think. Yeah, if I get a chance, I'll probably try it. Definitely not my usual type of game, though. As you guys know, I'm more a farming, passive gamer. More calm, laid-back stuff. Mostly because I'm bad at other types of games. But, hey, at least I am at the point in my life where I can still have fun with things even if I suck at them. Some people don't have that skill, and I hope all of those people are able to develop it, because it makes life so much less stressful. Mortal Kutra says, I've been good. I saw the Les Mis playthrough. But how are you? It's been a rough week, honestly. How was Les Mis? I've never actually seen that. Isn't it also a movie? I think. Isn't it like a book, movie, and a play or something? I might be off. I might be thinking of something else. But how was it? That sounds like a very cool thing to go see. I haven't seen a play in a long time. Ooh, probably one more in-game day and then we can unlock a new area. Or we could go 2 in-game days and unlock 2 areas at once. That would be cool. You guys in chat have any preference, or am I just gonna end up picking something and going with it? Mortal Kutra says, didn't you beat this? And yes, it's a book, old movie, new movie, and play. Okay, so I am thinking of the right thing. I have beat this game before, but last time I played this, I did all the farming offline. We didn't talk about the achievements at all. And I don't still have, like, I didn't save my game, so I don't have, like, the old streams anymore. So I'm redoing it, but this time we're getting all the achievements. I'm doing all the farming online, so you guys get to see the whole experience. And a few things have come out in-game since I played it last. The main thing being the drones. So I'm very excited to share that with you all. Oh, come on, guys, calm down. I know I'm feeding you, There you go. Eat all the foods. All the foods for you. Yeah. So yes, I have played this before. I have beat this whole game before. Once as a stream series and many times on my own time. But that is not stopping me from playing it again. Selling all the ports. Mortal Creature says, I'm also gonna have to drop a class. Why do you have to drop a class? And what class? What is going on, my dude? Because a teacher would be bad at her job. Oh, like it's a difficult class because of how the teacher runs it. It's unfortunate. I always, like, that's really unfortunate. So I had a class that I almost dropped in college, but it was, the issues were with me, not with the teacher. Yeah, so I've never had to drop a class because the teacher wasn't good, thank goodness. I've dropped classes because I was switching my schedule around. Getting all the foods. All the foods, all the plorts. I don't know what I'm saying. Going crazy, I guess. Awesome. So let's see, how much do I need? I'm gonna unlock a new area. Here we go. The overgrowth! Let's go! Alright, so that's a teleporter. We can't use that right now. Ta-da! The overgrowth! It's a new area. I like it. Main convenience of this area is chickens just randomly spawn here. All the time. So it's a good source of just like a little bit of extra food. This is normally where I keep my carnivorous slimes, just because, you know, there's already some meat here. So if their normal food sources are lacking, I can just kind of pick up chickens and toss them in there for them. So you see, just in the chickens that I've already found here, I've got like 20 chickens. And I know they're called hens, but... Alright, so I'm gonna grab these guys. Let's read this note. I built this area myself by spreading soil from the moss blanket all over the ground, just to see what would happen. I was hoping it would attract a hunter slime or two, but no such luck. Maybe I need to get some of them big mushrooms to grow here instead. They sure seem to like hanging around those things. H. Alright. So yeah, this is a good source of just some extra food. Which is why I opted to get this one first. So let me show you guys a couple more things here. Come here. And then I'm gonna go feed all this stuff to my slimes. So there's this area over here that we can unlock, the docks, so that's 5,000. So this is the overgrowth and the grotto are tied at 1,795 new bucks to buy. The docks is next at 5,000 and the lab is 10,000. Mortal Creature says quantitative literacy, and she only teaches for visual and auditory learners, and I'm a tactile learner, so I have to build things. I got you. Tactile, I can do visual. Tactile is my preference. So we also have this new area we can kind of access. I'm not going to actually go down there right now because I want to talk about that area when I do something else later. But yeah, so now we have a whole new area to save up for. And I still have no idea how long I'm going to stream today. I think I'm just going to kind of go until my hands hurt too much to stream this game. So we'll see how long that is, I guess. This is for 8 extra foods for you guys. Little guys. Let's see, half 35, 15, 16, 17, 17-ish. So I should leave 17 chickens. Where are my other guys? There we go. Alright, so now that we got that, I think next I want to get the grotto. Which, at the rate we're going, shouldn't take too long. Like, maybe one more in-game day, honestly. Buck, buck, bagoo. So I got an achievement while I was sleeping. So let's figure out what that achievement was for. Buck buck bagoo. Feed 100 chickens to slimes on the ranch. Okay. So during the night, the slimes ate a chicken, and that's what got the achievement. Buck buck bagoo. It'd be nice if I got like new bucks for getting the achievements. Or something. But no, just the achievement. So there's some weird achievements that we'll try and get later on that are really specific in their criteria of how you get them. A lot of the achievements you will eventually just get by playing the game. Some will actively have to try to get. Alright. Feeding my little dudes. They are so hungry. Alright, so that's 20. Feed them another 20. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. So that's half of the food. Here's the other half of the food. Here you go, little babies. I'm excited. Maybe tomorrow or something I'm gonna go like do first round of Christmas shopping planning with my husband. I don't know for sure. We were thinking of doing that today, but we didn't, so maybe tomorrow. But basically, we're gonna go to the mall to brainstorm ideas for what to get each other. And then any stores where we have questions about, like, you know, if the other person would like something or not, we can ask them. So it's kind of like step one of tentatively figuring out what types of things the other person would like. So that way when we finally budget and figure out our final amount for Christmas spending, we already kind of have an idea what we might want to get. So, hello chickens. So I'm pretty excited for that. Christmas is going to be interesting this year. Get a lot of chickens just wandering around here. So you get between like 25 and 40 per in-game day kind of thing. Which is pretty fun. So last time I fed one less chicken to this group. So this time this group gets one less. So we need 20 for these guys. Here you go. Oh, this one didn't make it in. There you go. My cute little dudes. Glad I got all the upgrades to be able to hold more stuff. Guys, I don't know if I want to watch like a Christmas movie or if I want to watch like something else. Like it's almost it's getting close to Christmas. I mean that's only like what, 2 weeks away or so? Something like that. It's not far. But I don't know. I'm trying to think what Christmas movies I even want to watch this year. Definitely Polar Express and Charlie Brown Christmas, but other than that, I don't know. Maybe Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Frosty the Snowman. I don't know. Maybe I'll make some hot chocolate tonight. That'd be nice. I've been craving chocolate recently, though. Very odd. Used to crave chocolate a lot more, but recently it's just been like, I could go for an apple. You know, or some juice. Like things that are sweet, but like fruity sweet, not like, I guess some sugary sweet as well. Now I want Skittles. Do not have Skittles. But yeah, it's very interesting. There's a couple birthdays coming up too that I gotta keep in mind. So my husband's birthday is very soon. One more in-game day and then we can get the grotto. My husband's birthday's coming up, which is always exciting. Trying to think. Then my brother-in-law's birthday birthday. And my grandpa's birthday. So lots of birthdays, and they're all within like a few days of each other. Which is both cool and not. Makes me feel bad because I can't afford to get everybody gifts because they're all so close together and then Christmas. Feels bad. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Oh, swelling feet. The Real Risky Gaming says, "Heyo, Missy. Hello. How you doing?" It's always nice to see more people in chat. How's it going? How are you guys doing? Mortal Kutro, you said, you know, you have to drop the class. How are you doing otherwise? Real Risky Gaming, how are you doing? Let's feed these guys a little more. Got them all sorts of food. Ooh, let's go grab the chickens too. Real Risky Gaming says bad. Why are you doing bad? If you want to talk about it. If you don't, that's okay too. Just let me know. I am also not having the best of weeks. That's why I'm just doing a chill stream. I hear chickens. Gotcha. Oh, chickens. There we go. See if we can find any more. A few more might spawn, but that might be it for today. Real Risky says Tuesday 3:30 a.m. I found out my grandpa's dead. His service was Sunday. Oh, I'm so sorry. Were you very close with him? You know, I've had one set of grandparents pass away, but I didn't know them very well. So it was hard to know how to feel when they passed. Because I'd only met them a couple times. Were you very close with them? Or with your grandpa? Skiing says, yes, he was like a dad to me, and my dad works most of the day, so I came to him for advice. I'm so sorry. Kind of puts my week in perspective. Sorry to hear that. Hopefully he lived a good long life at least. Sunday is 2 days away. Sorry, it took me a sec to think of when Sunday was. It's been fine. It's part of life I found is best to move on, keep a smile on my face, because everywhere you look, there's at least one thing to smile about. That is very true. That is very true. Even on the worst of days, you know, there's a pretty cloud in the sky or a flower on your walk. Alright, let's unlock the grotto. Another teleporter we can't use yet, and some new plots. So I'm probably going to keep phosphor slimes like here, because it's dark and I don't have to pay for a solar shield. So let's read Age's note. Alright, before I left the ranch, I found myself sleeping most nights in this here grotto. I'd fill it full of phosphor slimes and watch them dance in the dark. Drifting off, I'd pretend I was drifting in a sea of stars across the limitless black of space. It's funny how when you dream, you sure become a sucker for the impossible. Every time I woke to find myself back in the grotto, I'd feel a little sadness. But then it was back to work. There was always something that needed doing. H. So it honestly is really pretty. Then I look down and it's like, if we fell through this floor, we would die. But then you can see up a little bit to the sky. It's real pretty, so let's take a look up here real quick. So there's another teleporter up here that we also can't use yet, but it's here. It's also a pretty view of the slime sea. There's some rocks out there. We're not actually going to go over there right now. We don't have like a jetpack and everything, which would make it safer to go that way. But and then through the cave that way is to the lab, which we also haven't unlocked. So I'm thinking today my goal is to unlock all the unlockable areas on the ranch. So I'm thinking next we'll get the docks, which is 5,000, and then the lab, which is 10,000. And we'll see. I might get tired before then. I should probably drink some water. I haven't had like any water today. That's not true. I've had water today. I haven't had any water like during the stream. Yep. Here's to hoping that everybody's life starts looking up a little bit soon. My little slime dudes are hungry and not very patient. So soon I am going to move my blueberry tree. I'll probably plant like a cocoa fruit tree where it is. Alright, let's see, 40. So let's give each of them 40 and let's see how much they're left. There you go, little guys. I'm giving you 40. Let's give at least everybody one more. Some chickens. Oh, there's more blueberries. So I guess I can just go back and this time you guys get 7 and the other guys get 8. There you go, little guys. Sounds like everybody's having a rough week. Fortunate. Come here, chickens. No, come here. That's why I like this game. Like, it's so relaxing that whenever I'm playing it, I don't really think much about anything else. Which, you know, sometimes can be bad, you know, like if I'm supposed to be doing something else. But if I have nothing else I have to be doing, it's a great way to just slow down. Alright. Real Risky Gaming says, I'm playing Dead Maze right now, to be honest. Yeah, relaxing comes in many forms. Often in gaming, lots of people game to relax. Or to just take their minds off things, I guess. Not all games are relaxing, but lots of them are. Alright. Let's see. I started the day at about 700. So let's see where I'm at by the time I sell all these ports. You can kind of get an estimate of how long it takes to reach my goal. And hopefully over the course of the game I'll find a bunch of cool ornaments. So I've found some cool ones so far. Give me some quartz. optimistic, I think. Looking forward, hoping everything goes well. Big quartz do not sell for a lot. I don't think I have the command uptime set up yet. I should set it up though. Be a nice one to have. So I know so far during the stream I've been less energetic and everything than I usually am, and I am sorry about that. Cool, so we got about 900 new bucks. So it should be just a few more in-game days. Let's see. Let's do from Ogden. So we can probably get that done easily in the next in-game day. It'll give us some money, some plorts to sell. So let's go to sleep. We'll do that. Alright, let's gather the food. Gathered the food. Let's see, what does Ogden want? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then he wants some pogo food. I'll be sure to get that too. Don't worry, slimes. I'll get you some food in just a moment. Alright, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go, got some money. We'll sell those ports in just a minute. 1, 2. 1, 2. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 5. Alright, and then we're gonna give you guys these. And we're gonna give you guys these. And then in just a moment, I'll give the other guys the heartbeats. Should be just a few in-game days to get all the way to unlocking the docks, and then it'll take a little bit to get the lab. And I think that's going to be what my goal for tonight is. Let's go grab those chickens. Ooh, we could do another range exchange thing. Let's see who else. Let's see, Mochi or Victor? Let's do Mochi. Tabby and... Nah, I don't think we're gonna get those. After I get the chickens, I'll take a look and see what rewards we would get for that. And I'll decide if it's worth it. So I think we can too much money too, because it's... Now that would definitely be a slightly faster way to get money if it's for a decent amount. How many chickens? Especially since, you know, we're gathering chickens now, so getting tabby, plorts, and rock once we already have carrots and chickens on hand. I think we better. Got that. Alright. Let's go check out that range exchange deal again. Let's see. Alright, so it's 3 and 3, and I'll get 250. That's actually not bad. I think I'm gonna do that. Okay, so 3 rock plorts and 3 tabby plorts. Let's go get that. Ooh. So I'm not gonna collect. Oh man, I can't collect those plorts. Let me set this on the ranch so I don't have to remember it. Now we'll go. Just gives my slimes time to get hungry again. And then I can come out and... Dang. Okay. My siblings-in-law are being loud. It's weird. It's like, you know, I wish there were better, well, a more efficient way to differentiate between, like, my siblings-in-law and my parents-in-law, I guess. Got one. Got two. Three. Ooh, some more carrots? Nope. Oh, no, I need rock quartz. Dang it. They beat me to it. Alright. So I need 3 rock plorts. So coming out on the range each day, it seems to be more efficient than I was thinking. Because at the very least, I can collect more plorts out here and more food. I guess we'll see. Alright, here, little guy, eat. Thank you. Oh, darn. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get much out of that mess, but... Got it. Alright, I need one more. Let's just go with these little guys that are kind of out here. I don't really want to deal with a whole mass of them. Alright, away we go. And I don't have corrals yet, so I'm not going to bother collecting chickens too much. But I think I'll do one more trip back out here just to grab all this extra food and plorts and stuff. Alright, so let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you guys can have the rest of the carrots. I'll feed the other ones to the chickens. There we go. There you go. I'll enjoy. I guess we can split this pogo fruit between them all now. And then I'll go out and get them some more food. Alright. Okay, got some food. Got some money. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Here you go, little guys. There you go. Enjoy. Let's see what this is. Sploosh. Another crystal one. I'm getting a lot of those. And a bloop. Alright, out onto the ranch to get more food. Let's see who wants stuff. Let's do Ogden. Okay, so we can get that all for him in the next day or two as food grows. So let's collect some plorts, some food. I'm sure the slimes on the ranch will love me once I come back with more food for them. My husband is giggling in the background, and I'm not really sure why. Alright, perfect. And chickpeas. Chickpeas are always wonderful. Okay. Not a lot there at the moment, but it's okay. I feel like my back needs to pop, but it hasn't. I take a deep breath and it's like on the edge of popping. If that makes sense. Hopefully it does. Alright, let's head over here. Jeez, it's almost 11. For me at least. I don't usually stream this late. Feels very odd. No, don't eat my plorts. I'm getting quite a few pink plorts. Hopefully I can get some more food over here. Keep looking around, I guess. Grab some pink plorts. I still don't want the pink slime. Oh, but I keep picking them up anyway. Here, go away. Don't pop. So I have to take a chicken. Alright, well, I got some food. Dang it, it's called a hen-hen here. I keep just calling it chickens. You guys know what I mean, though. is odd. Normally... So I started streaming at 8, so it's been almost 3 hours. Normally my voice would be totally gone by now. But I've just been kind of chilling. For the most part. So... 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. So these plorts I already have. And I'll sell what's currently in there. I'm not gonna grab those yet, just because then I'll forget that I want to do the brand exchange thing with Hobson. Nice. Even 50. Maybe I will pick them up, because this is the other thing Hobson wanted. They're both grown. So I won't feed the slimes with them, but I will pick them up. It'll be nice if I can do a lot of range exchange stuff too. It'll make the whole saving up money thing faster. And then I'm already over halfway to being able to get the docks. Selling all the ports. Really hungry at the moment. Should probably eat something in a bit. Guess I could have a yum bowl. Not sure I'm gonna look for that though. Yeah, I'll find some sort of snack. Watch a movie with that. It'll be a good night. All this stuff I got money, I got plorts. I'll come back for those plorts. But between that, someone's listening to music really loud upstairs. Real Risky Gaming says, eat! Yeah, eat. I'll just stick some food in here with these guys. Very close to having enough to get the docks, which is very exciting. But that'll be next in-game day. I'll feed my slimes. I'll get the docks. So that only took us, what, maybe 2 or 3 in-game days to get enough for the... What?
Someone's blaring the music.
I know. It's probably your sister. I mean, your brother doesn't listen to music like that, and your mom doesn't listen to music like that really either. They all listen to stuff loud, but they all listen to different stuff. Here you go, little guys. Here's some pogo food. Can't tell if my blood sugar's low or if I'm just hungry. So I'm gonna hold on to 5 carrots for now, because if I hold on to 5, it means I fed them an even amount. So now I'll go gather chickens. It's kind of comforting to know everyone's still kind of awake though, because it means if I really wanted to go make myself a snack, I could, and you know, the volume wouldn't interrupt anybody. There have been times where I get hungry at night, but then I get like in trouble because I made noise. So, it's nice to know, you know, everyone's kind of still up. So me making noise to grab myself a snack, it's not gonna wake anybody up. So we'll be coming back here in a minute to unlock the docks. Heard more chickens. And I got them. So this is where I'll eventually end up keeping my meat-eating slimes. Very excited. So let's see. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. And then 1, 2, 5. And 1, 2. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There you go, my little dudes. Boop. So after I sell these pink quartz, it should be enough to unlock the dogs. And then I'm just saving up for the lab. Which is pretty exciting. There it goes. There's enough for the docks now. I'll just collect all the quartz now, I guess. See how much progress I am towards the lab. Since I have 5 viewers right now. Hello, everyone who's watching. Plort Powerhouse! What achievement is that? Sell 2,500 plorts on the plort market. How wonderful. I have sold a great number of plorts, which are basically slime poops, so yay. Dang it, every time I take like a deep breath and it's like my back almost pops, but not quite. Alright, let's go check out the docks. Very excited. Got a bunch of birthdays coming up, including my husband's in about 5 days. So make sure when it's his birthday to stop by his stream and wish him a happy birthday. Let's check out the docks. Ta-da! It's so pretty. So there's 4 more places. This is where I'm gonna keep my chickens, honestly. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna go check out this note. Near the water, it's very peaceful. A view of the sea really reminds you of our greater purpose, Beatrix. The sea was the first great unknown, and then space, and then whatever is beyond all that. That need to see what's around the next corner is in my bones, and since you're out here, I reckon it's in yours too. Though, I suppose you could also be out here because you like the fresh air, or you prefer the untamed beauty of this land. Or maybe it's because you're looking to leave something far behind you. Sure is the way to do it, doesn't get much further than this. H. So yeah, it's a really peaceful little area. We've got a few more plots to use. And there's this little pond, which has a rubber duck, which is very exciting. We will be utilizing that later. Anyway, so now I've just got to save up 10,000 and unlock the lab, and that's probably where I'll end my stream today, once I accomplish that. But even so, that's gonna make this the longest stream I've done in a long while. Which is pretty awesome. It's been a while since I've had a stream this long. Not a lot of people in chat, but that's okay. Mostly just me dealing with a rough week. So. There you go, my little dudes. Eat your food. There you go. There you go. All my little dudes eating their little foods. Alright, so let's go out on the range today, gather some more food, some plorts. If we can find any.
Silver Hunter just called you her mother.
What? Should I be concerned?
And she also says she wants to marry you.
I don't think both of these things should be a thing. I'm gonna say pick one. Pick one, please.
Well, I mean, you know she can't marry you.
Well, I'm saying, like, only want one. It's a little weird to want both. Why is it that, like, all of a sudden we have, like, adopted a bunch of other Twitch streamers?
More importantly, why do these Twitch streamers want to be adopted by us?
That is a good question. We have a great number of Twitch streamers that, like, treat us like adoptive aunts, uncles, parents. It's like, I don't know how to feel about this. On the one hand, like, it's great that we are having a positive influence on people, but on the other hand, it's like, we're not doing that great in our own lives.
Well, I think it's because we're healthy. Like, we have positive vibes.
We have positive vibes. That is true.
And that not a lot of people can have come to a place and have purely positive people to look up to.
I guess that makes sense. Yep, I think we're happy to be the best positive influence possible in everybody's lives. Now, like, if someone's having a rough day, you know, come to my channel. I am happy to talk to you about it. But it kind of makes me wonder, like, what would happen if my channel got big? Like, right now my channel is small enough where if someone really needs to talk to someone, I can pretty much just be there. Because, you know, chat doesn't get too busy or anything, but what would happen when I shouldn't say when, but, like, if my channel got big? I don't know if I'd be able to do that the same way. Or if I did do stuff like that still, I'd have to find a different way to manage it. Something to think about, I guess. Getting all the food from the little dudes. Alright, got a lot of food. I got this boxy thing. What? Fubs the Nugget says, hey Sushi. Hey Fubs, how's it going? I don't think... Fubs, I've mostly seen you on my husband's streams. I don't know if... Have I talked to you on, like, one of my streams before? I can't remember. So, you know, some people I talk to on different places, and then it's like... I mix them all up and can't remember which is which kind of thing. So, oops, I cannot remember what I have and haven't talked to you on. Another crystal ornament. So many of them. Oop. Anyway, my original. Bubs the Nugget says, yeah, I was here the last time you played this. Oh, cool. So you're seeing a continuation of this then. I could do a range exchange thing. What options do I have? I guess let's do mochi. Oh, that's not bad. Just pink and phosphor. So if I can get some phosphor slimes, they're plorts tonight. That shouldn't be too bad. Bubs the Nugget says, I don't use Twitch very often other than when Leo plays.
What?
Alright. Fubs the Nugget is saying he mostly uses Twitch to watch you. I'm sure he appreciates the support. Would be the diplomatic way to translate his comment. He's probably coming over to give you the unfiltered version. No cussing on my stream.
I'm not a diplomat.
I know you're not a diplomat.
Who's the real risky gaming?
One of my peeps. Anyway, I gotta drink more water.
Hashtag living tombstone.
I have this cool glass straw now. guys. One of my friends gave it to me for my birthday.
You have more than one.
Well, yeah, I have more than one. 3 months after my birthday, they gave it to me. It's kind of funny, but
You should clarify that they bought it before your birthday.
they bought it before my birthday. It's just like every time we've been over there since, they've like forgotten. And so this was the first time that like and it was as we were leaving too. I was like, oh my gosh, before I forget. Alright, so I'm gonna wait till like 7 o'clock in-game night. And then I'm gonna go get some phosphor plorts.
You know what's kind of sad?
What's kind of sad?
I think that I'm not gonna get gifts from anyone.
What do you mean gifts from anyone?
Like on my birthday? Like my parents or
You think your parents wouldn't get you anything?
Yeah. Like.
I got you stuff. I got you lots of stuff.
Well, yeah, that's you. Like,
Yeah, but I'm saying that's not nobody.
I know. I mean, like on my actual birthday.
Okay, but you wanted to use the stuff earlier.
Yeah, no, hon, I'm not like upset at you or anything.
I was like, what? I got you cool stuff too. I got him cool stuff. I got him a giant mouse pad and like some snacks and a Nintendo DS. This one. A Nintendo DSi. I got him this. I got him cool stuff, guys. Don't worry, I'm not a bad wife. Look at all my cool ornaments. They're so pretty. I'll climb up on this fence and wait here for it to be more nighty time so I can go get... How many phosphor plorts do I need? I need 4 of them. That's not very many. Really like this game, honestly. Alright, I'm gonna give it until 7 in-game night, because then I know phosphor plorts will appear, and it'll be awesome. Alright. I think 6 in-game is late enough that they appear, but I like to be extra sure. Boop. Being very careful to take the plorts because I don't want any largos. I just want the plorts to myself. I'm like being very careful to vac them all up. If these guys look hungry again, that's totally fine. Are you hungry again? Oh, you're not. So I'm actually gonna keep walking around and see if I find any more hungry phosphor slimes. Like, I have enough for the thing I'm doing, but, you know, I can get some more food. Stuff. It's not bad. There you go, little guy. So, yeah, it's never bad to have more phosphor plorts than I need, because they're also more profitable than just the pink ones. Hubs the Nugget says, why do you only farm the pink slimes and not start a farm for those firefly ones? Oh, the phosphor ones? I like to start with just pink because it's easier to manage. Just one type of slime at a time. And you know, especially when I'm streaming a game, I like to focus on one thing at a time. So right now I'm focusing on unlocking all the unlockable areas on the ranch. And that's my focus for the moment. And then, you know, I'll focus on something else, like upgrading all my corrals all the way, and then I'll focus on, you know, exploring the world and getting a whole bunch of all the kinds of slimes. So it's really just, you know, I prefer to focus on one thing at a time. Here you go, little guys. Got some money for doing that, which is always good. I do like the phosphor slimes though, the ones you called firefly slimes. They're so pretty. I think my blood sugar's low, honestly. Like, I'm having a hard time processing things quickly. I'm a little shaky. Could just be that I haven't eaten much too. I don't know. that's alright. My goal is to unlock the lab, and once I do that, I'll end my stream today. But that'll take a little bit. We can talk until then. It's all good. Apparently I'm just adopting people. Maybe I should make that a role, like, on my Discord, like, people who need to be adopted by BasementSushi and TRT Pendragon. That could be fun. I'm gonna watch a movie with my husband later, just to kind of relax. So maybe I'll discuss this idea with him a little bit later. See what he thinks. Clubs the Nugget says, I didn't want to try spelling phosphorus. Yeah, it's just phosphor. But no, I totally get it. So here, let me go. Phosphor slimes. Pubs the Nugget says, what is Leo gonna do for the rest of the night? Once I'm done streaming, I'm gonna try and get him to watch a movie with me. And I'm gonna be done once I get the lab, so I'm not looking at too much longer. So I think it's gonna be like movie and then sleep. He streamed a little bit earlier today, so I don't think he's gonna stream again. Who knows? Maybe he will. I kinda hope not, because I wanna watch a movie with him, but... Hope the Nugget says, what movie? I don't know. That's what I'm trying to decide. I think I'm kinda like... I don't know, maybe a Christmas movie? But then I also don't know if I'm in the mood for a Christmas movie. Right now, Christmas is making me sad, so... maybe not a Christmas movie. Haven't decided on a movie yet. Also, there's an anime I'm in the middle of watching, so if Leo ends up really not wanting to watch a movie, then I'll probably watch that. You know? If I do watch a Christmas movie, I'm thinking The Polar Express. Because I normally watch that around Christmas, but I didn't last year. Bob says, I love horror movies. Watch a horror movie alone. I love watching them before bed. I don't mind watching horror movies before bed. I don't think Leo likes doing that. Bob the Nugget says, oh, what anime? I'm watching Shokugeki no Soma, so Food Wars, which I very much enjoy. I like cooking, so I've actually, like, the cooking tricks they talk about in the anime actually work, and I've tried some of them. So for me, it's like, you know, it's a fun anime. I like watching the story. I like the animation style for the most part. And I get to learn fun cooking tricks. So that's what I'm watching right now. I'm not very far in it. And it's one where it's one of the only animes I've watched subbed, not dubbed. I usually watch dubbed because I usually watch or listen to things while I'm doing something else. So I don't want to miss stuff. But for some reason this one I'm like, I'll try it subbed. And I've liked it so far. I haven't switched, but it means I don't watch it as often. And I end up rewatching episodes quite a bit because, you know, I'm doing other things and I don't want to miss stuff that I haven't seen yet. So I'm gonna go out on the ranch, gather some more food. But yeah, that's the one I'm watching. I'm very much enjoying it. I haven't watched a lot of anime, but that's one of the ones I have watched. And it's not that I haven't watched anime because, you know, I'm against it in any way. It's just, you know, I didn't start watching shows much until late high school. So when I was a kid, I didn't really grow up watching a lot of TV or anything. I read a lot. So it's like, not only am I watching shows and anime that people are recommending, but I've got to catch up on, like, you know, 15 years of stuff that I kind of missed. So I have quite a backlog of cool things to watch. So, you know, I'm trying to get some anime in. I've watched some One Piece, although I'm definitely not as far in that as a lot of people. I'm only on episode, like, I think I'm somewhere around 114. So, you know, I've watched a bit of it, but nowhere near all of it. I have some anime that I'm waiting till I finish the manga to see. So like Black Butler, Tokyo Ghoul. Tokyo Ghoul I finished the first manga, but I want to finish the second one. I know it's not the second one, it's like Tokyo Ghoul something. I know there's something at the end of it to differentiate the two. I just can't remember what it is at the moment. But then I've also got like cartoons that I want to watch that like lots of people saw as a kid, but I haven't seen. So on my list there is like Kim Possible. I watched Teen Titans, the original, in late high school, and I loved it. So stuff like that. I've got just a ridiculous backlog of things to watch. Bubs says, I don't really watch any TV. I play games 90% of my free time. That's one of the reasons I want to be single. I can play as much as I want. Yeah, I see that being a silver lining of being single. That's why, the days my husband works, I try to play when he's gone. So that way, you know, I can monopolize it while he's gone, and then when he's home, he can use it. Doesn't always work out schedule-wise, but I try to have it like that. But yeah, I totally understand playing a lot of video games. I do the same thing. Let's do Thora. Alright. Ooh, 750. That's nice. Alright, so 5, a Roostro, and 2 Phosphor. Well, I think I can get the hens pretty quickly. So 5 of them. I should be able to get that over here. It's gonna be the Roostro that's tricky. I might go to a new area to look for that. Because yeah, the hens, it's gonna take me like 2 seconds. Not literally, but you know what I mean. The hens are gonna be quick. And I've got as many as I need. It's the Roostro that's gonna be tricky. And I was just at the other areas where I would normally get a Roostro, and I think they all got eaten. So, let me grab these Hula Fruit, and then we're gonna go explore a new area in hopes of finding a Roostro. Alright, here we go. Ooh, there's a box here too. I will try and remember to grab that on my way out. So there's 2 ways out of this area, but I think the other one is still blocked off, so shouldn't be an issue to remember to grab that. Perfect, Roostro, right off the bat. Super quick. Alright, I'm not going to explore down here too much yet, because I was saving that for later. So it's nice that I got that Roostro. And then once it's night again, I will get the phosphor quartz I need. Hopes the Nugget says, gaming is the only thing I truly enjoy in life. You got a rooster from your last completed order. I know, but I immediately fed it to my slimes. I think they used to have it where when you were holding a crate, it would be see-through a little bit, so you could kind of see where you were going, and I do not like that has changed. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I'll just finish feeding you guys those 9, and I'll give the chickens to these guys. And then you each get 9 Hula Fruit. Cool, so I still need 2 phosphorus quartz, but that will take almost no time at all. And I got another crystal ornament. There's so many of them today. A whole bunch. Alright, so I've got to wait until a little later in the in-game day. So, I guess I can, you know, sell quartz. Hopes the Nugget says, oh, lol, I thought you were storing your hens in those cages. I didn't think the slimes would eat them. Yeah, the slimes eat them. Silver Hunter says, yay, you're still live, yay. I am indeed still live. My husband was telling me you were streaming. I would have caught it, but I was still live. So I guess I could go back and watch it later. Silver Hunter says, I just finished a horrifying stream. Why was it horrifying? I'm guessing you played a horror game. And Phubs the Nugget says, have you ever played Nom Nom Galaxy? I have not. I don't think I've heard of it either. Fubs and Nugget says, could not figure out how to save my video. I'm trying to remember where the setting for that is, actually. I don't remember at the moment, but if you're on Discord, I could tell you there. Help you figure it out later. Silver Hunter says, I played a horror game, which I'll probably do again sometime. Yeah, horror games can be fun. I've played a few. Not very many, because I don't tend to react much on screen. So I feel like it's not that entertaining for my audience. Bubs and Nugget says it's kind of cool. I assume you're talking about Nom Nom Galaxy? I have no idea what that is. Alright, so it's a little past 4 o'clock in game. Gotta wait till like 7. But we can go get like a little peek at the area we're gonna unlock next. This is it. It's the lab. We can't get any closer. Silver Hunter says, I played Close Your Eyes and freaked out frequently. What's kind of the premise of the game? What's like the 1 or 2 sentence version of what the game's about, or like... Anyway, so that's where we're trying to unlock. Gotta wait 2 more in-game hours, which shouldn't take long. It should take like a minute or 2. It's pretty quick. Don't worry, Thora. I'm doing your range exchange thing. Can I press the button? Oh, it just says the same thing again. So I'm just gonna kind of sit for a moment, rest my hands, stretch out my arms, grab some water. So another hour in game. Look at all these cool ornaments I have. So I've got 4 of the heart ones, a rainbow one, a gold one, and then 6 of the crystal ones. Silver Hunter says, I had never heard of it before, but saw it while looking at the game you played. Huh. So I could probably go out now and find phosphor slimes. And I really just need to find one. Guess I can kind of gather some food while I'm out here. I mean, it's playing like nice cricket noises. Okay, there we go. Just need one of you. Got it. Alright, so I got what I need. I have a little bit of food. Bubs the Nugget says, have you ever played on a console, Sushi? I have a little, but not very much. So very infrequently. Yay! 750 new bucks and a bunch of food. Which, when I'm saving up for the lab, is very useful. So, once the game progresses more, I probably won't do the range exchange very much, if at all. But for now, it's very convenient. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the other half goes to you guys. Here you go. Oh, I didn't eat it all. Alright. And sleep. I'm so close. Ish. Gather more food from the little dudes. So we'll see. I should pass the halfway mark towards saving for my goal this in-game day. Got 29 Q-berries. Oh right, because I took one to feed to a phosphor slime. Yeah, Cubs and Nugget. I definitely grew up a PC gamer. And although I've, tried things on console, I'm not very good at it, and I don't think I'll ever be making the switch. Here you go, little guys. I have nothing against console gamers. Here you go, little guys. Eat food to your heart's content. are very aggressively, you know, PC gamer or console gamer, but I'm just kind of like, I'm a PC gamer, but, you know, it doesn't bother me if you play something different. Silver Hunter says, I play both, but PS4 is more convenient a lot of the time because my PC can't handle a whole lot. Makes sense. Yeah. So I grew up, like, my dad is a software engineer. So we always had, as a family always had like good computers. So I've always been able to play games on computer. And we didn't have any sort of console most of my growing up. So that's definitely where I got being a PC gamer from. Bubs the Nugget says, I've been on console my whole life. My tiny hands have trouble with a keyboard and mouse. Yeah, whereas in my house, by the time you were like 7 or 8, you had to be typing correctly on the keyboard, otherwise you couldn't use the computer. So, you know, everyone in my house can type, you know, correctly on keyboard and learned how to do so at a very young age. So, and then we didn't have a console at all most of my growing up. We never had like PS4, we never had Xbox. We got a Wii a while after they came out, and then eventually we got a Wii U. We switched to a Wii U. But console-wise, that was all my family ever had, and even that was, you know, later in my life for sure. So I'm trying to think. Console-wise, I used a Wii or Wii U at my house. And then, like, sometimes if I was at a friend's house, if they had a console, I'd try it. But we're talking, I could probably count the amount of times I've played on console besides Wii and Wii U on my house. It has been infrequent. And since I didn't grow up with it, since I wasn't used to it, I was really bad at it. So I didn't find it as enjoyable. You know, I'm used to keyboard and mouse. Stormrunner Gaming says, hello. Well, hello. I don't recognize your username, so I assume you're new to my channel, so welcome. Or welcome back if you have been here before, and I've just forgotten, or you weren't in chat last time. Hopefully you're enjoying the content. If you don't, that's okay too. Now feel free and hang out with us as long as you'd like. And as always, if you guys have any questions about the game, feel free and ask. I've played it so much, I've read a bunch of stuff on the wiki about it. I know this game like the back of my own hand. So we're close. So now we're getting close to 6,000 new bucks. We need 10,000. Bubs the Nugget says, I'm friendly, lol. Unless I'm with Leo, then it's all memes and dreams. Yeah, you guys are very memey. Stormrunner says, lol. Alright, well yeah, enjoy your time here. Let me know if you have any questions about me, for me, about the game. Pretty open anything. I'm just kind of chilling today. Had a very long week. I missed a few of my stream days, and I didn't announce it right when I realized I wasn't going to stream, and I feel bad. Stormrunner says, sounds like me and Lando. I don't know if Lando is a username or name, because I've heard of one person with that name. But could also be a username. I don't know. Not good to assume, I guess. I'll open that box in a minute. 1, 2, 3. Stick these in here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stormrunner Gaming says, that is just what we call him, his real name's Landon. Okay. We got another lovely ornament. Getting all sorts of cool ornaments today. And boop. Very cool. Alright. to think. Well, let's see what range exchange options we have. Let's do Ogden. Alright, all stuff we can get on the ranch tomorrow. Hi, sweetie. Hopes the Nugget says, Landon from the Empire? I am not the memer you're looking for. I thought the character in Star Wars' name was Lando.
It's Lando.
But this person's name is Lando? Yeah. I guess if Lando's their nickname, then it makes sense.
Lando is their nickname. I tried to race.
Tried to write Lando, but autocorrect ruined my Star Wars joke. At least I understood it was a Star Wars joke. I've only seen Star Wars. I've seen the original, like, 6. Oh my gosh.
Feed it.
I did! Gold slime! Get rich or die sliming. So gold slimes are crazy. You can't catch them. You can't capture them and hold them. So if you want to get gold quartz, you have to, like, shoot something at them as fast as you can. Huh?
Oh, like this.
Alright. You have to shoot something as fast as you can at them, and they drop a gold plort. Sweetie, why are you mooning me?
You want to not see that on stream?
Why are you doing it while I'm streaming?
They can't see it.
I know, but I can. And I narrate when you do weird stuff during stream. Why did you expect me to not narrate that? Oh, wait.
Oh, it's so rude. You're gonna uninstall wife.
You're gonna uninstall wife? Okay. Eat the food. Now what I like about gold quartz is other slimes will not eat them. So look. Ta-da! So you can't potentially lose them because a slime eats it. Which is nice. Also means I can't make like a Largo with a gold slime, I guess. But Silver Hunter says, no! I don't know why though. Stop right there in the name of the law. Why? What happened? I'm confused. Clearly you are objecting to something, but I do not know what. Alright, so gold plorts are fantastic because they're worth a lot of moonies. So gold plorts, 1 is worth anywhere from like 300 to 500, whereas like pink plorts are worth like 5 to 10. I got another achievement! Let's see what it is. Oh, that is the wrong button. Achievements, well-off rancher. Earn over 25,000 new bucks. Oh, that's cool. Silver Hunter says, Fubs the Nugget, I'm objecting to Fubs. Oh, okay. Not objecting to something I did then. So Silver Hunter, my husband is saying, like, apparently on your stream you're saying we're adopting you or something. I don't know how much of him adding things in to that statement. I don't know how much of that statement was him versus you, but I might need to hear the story or go watch your stream or something. I am definitely gonna lose my voice because of this stream. I can feel it going. I guess if I'm really careful with it overnight, I should be okay. Eat my babies. Silver Hunter says, I do not remember saying that. Maybe I'll just go watch your stream later and figure out how much of that was him saying stuff. Alright, I think I'm gonna do an in-game sleeps. So I need the next day. You okay, hon? I'm sorry, sweetie. Like, we're kinda not floated. Oh, you don't think your stream's good? So what did Silver Hunter say? Like,
Regarding what?
something that led to the conversation about adopting streamers. Fun.
Oh, I think she said that she wishes that you could be her mom, but not like the real mom.
Okay. So he said that you said on stream, you wanted me to be your mom, but not like your real mom, which I don't know what that means. All right. You were telling me about this earlier. Silver Hunter says, you're adopting streamers? It feels like it sometimes. There are a few streamers that it's like...
But only if you give us a Twitch Prime. No, I'm joking.
Didn't Silver Hunter already gave me a Twitch Prime sub?
Probably. I was listening to you and to someone else as well, so...
Silver Hunter says, LOL, I was talking about the in-game monster and calling it Mama. Must have been a misconception. Perhaps. I don't know.
That's creepy. That monster did not look...
I already sent to Sushi. I know. I was telling him that.
You don't have my emotes.
Con, are you being a salty salt?
I look better.
My emotes are way better than yours. Don't even.
No.
Seriously? You're gonna contest that your emotes are better?
Yeah?
Look, I'm putting my emotes in chat. Mine are way cooler. Look at this. Mine are way cooler. Silver Hunter says, oof bro, IDK, can you match up to the chicken cup? Yeah, Chickadoo, my Chickadoo emote is fantastic. All three of my emotes are pixel art that I designed, which is fantastic. So I have my Chickadoo, my chicken mug mascot. I have the pixel hearts, which are also part of my banner art and inspired by the Minecraft health bar. And I have my sushi logo, but with a bite taken out of it, which are all fantastic emotes. Silver Hunter says, plus sushi is the one I've met first, so my loyalty to her is steadfast. That's fantastic. Thank you for checking out my husband's stuff too, though. Like, I appreciate when someone checks out one of our channels and then checks out the other too. Like, even if they don't stay on both channels, like if they prefer one of our types of content, because our channels are very different. Oh shoot. This is gonna expire, because I forgot to get the foods for Ogden. I'm sorry. Forgot where I was going with that. I lost my train of thought. I got distracted by Ogden. Oh, let's go get some chicken. Silver Hunter says, I enjoy it. You're both very funny. Fantastic. Definitely in different ways, though. Which is not a bad thing. Means you combine us and we are... Were we to fuse, we would produce a productive, all-around funny, charismatic human. But it's good, you know. In areas where one of us is weak, you know, the other can help with it. And vice versa. Silver Hunter says, sushi is more calming, so starting with a dragon video and ending with a sushi video is very well balanced. Yeah. And some days he ends with ASMR. He didn't today, but when he does like Fortnite or another game and then ASMR, that's a very good transition as well. This is good. I'm very close to having enough for the lab. Which is good, because I can tell if I go much longer than that, I'll probably lose my voice completely and won't be able to stream tomorrow. Which I would not like. I'd like to be able to stream tomorrow, now that I'm kind of getting back into it. I think I'm going to do an in-game sleeps. I'm looking at maybe 2 or 3 more in-game days until I can get the lab. Very exciting. Just like, kind of excited in general, because this time I'm getting all the achievements and stuff with you guys, which I haven't done before. You know, I've done streams where I show you guys some of the farming, some where I don't. But the achievements I have not done with you guys before. I'm also excited for when we unlock the drones, because I have not done the drone stuff with you guys yet. Silver Hunter says, I'll probably try to stream another horror game if I find one, because apparently it was pretty funny, and I don't have many games on PC. Oh, shoot me a message on Discord or on Twitch after my stream. I have a site where you can find some horror games for free. So, shoot me a message and I can help you with that. Let's do Thora. I don't know. I should be able to do that. There you go, guys. Start with that. Start with that. So yeah. Silver Hunter, if you talk to me a little bit after stream, I can connect you with some resources that'll help you out. Silver Hunter says, yeah, like the one about the monster, I found that site. It's where I found Close Your Eyes. I have it so you can't put links. Game Jolt, yeah. So that's what I was going to tell you, and then keep an eye on Steam, because every once in a while they have some free games that can be worth checking out. Not always, but every once in a while. The Goatman. Yeah, so that one was on Game Jolt. So I played Notes of Obsession and Do You Copy from Game Jolt, and those were both horror games that were decently good. So those are ones you could stream. There's a lot on Game Jolt, and then yeah, keep an eye on free games on Steam. Because those ones aren't always gems, but it's still another resource to use. Come here, chicken. Silver Hunter says, yeah, Steam doesn't really work on my computer, unfortunately. Oh, well, that is unfortunate. Is Notes of Obsession good? I enjoyed it. It's a good horror game to stream. It's very creepy. It's well designed. It's a very simple game, but it uses all of the elements very well. I don't think I'll give much more detail than that in case you decide to play it, but I played it, I streamed it, and I thought it was effective in being very creepy. Yeah, so it's a good one. So yeah, if you get a chance to check it out, I think you should. Hopefully I finish that range exchange with Thora. So the hunter says, yeah, I'll probably try it out. I'm a big chicken though. My husband doesn't like playing horror games much. I don't mind them, but I also don't react much on stream. So, I have mixed feelings about streaming horror games. Oh, that Chickadoo's accurate representation of me. Chickadoo is fantastic. For those of you who don't know, Chickadoo was actually part of my Christmas gift from my husband last year. So my husband is totally responsible for Chickadoo being here at all. Silver Hunter says, I play them because I react a lot and it's funny to watch. So yeah, if your audience enjoys it, it's good. I always just feel like my audience doesn't get a lot out of me playing a horror game. So, you know, I don't react much. Alright, hopefully I can find... No! Got one. I gotta find one more. No. Darn. Got one. Here, stony chickadoos. Stony chicks. Oh man. I only got one. I think I know one more place I might be able to find some. So let me go look. Silver Hunter says, I enjoyed watching you play the one about the goat man. Yeah, that one was entertaining. I wish I'd been able to figure out all the endings on my own. But I didn't. I had to look them up. Sad. Sometimes I, like, wish I could have figured out games on my own. But I do try and be open with you guys about when I have to look stuff up. So Andrew says, why don't you get corrals for the chickens so you have unlimited chickens? I could get, some coops. I just have a certain place I want to get them set up, and I'm not quite ready to do that. Silverhunter says, yeah, sometimes it's just not something you'd think to look up for endings. Yeah, very true. Alright, let's go get another stony hen. Whee! Ooh. Very scary. I almost fell into the water. So later, once I unlock the jetpack, I'm not as nervous about the water, because, you know, even if I start to fall, I could kind of get myself back up. But right now, if I were to fall, I would just be dead. Which I guess dying in-game isn't that bad. It doesn't really do anything that spectacular. You know, you lose your current inventory, and you have to wait, like, one in-game day. Oh, perfect. Stony hen! Oops. And back we go. Very close to getting all the money we need to get the lab. Silverhunter says, "Paka!" Chicken noise. Indeed. Sorry, I would have done a more impressive chicken noise, but I do not want to totally screw up my throat. As long as I'm gentle with my voice, drink plenty of water tonight, I should be good to go for tomorrow. Silverhunter says, those poor chickens, I feel kind of bad. Well, at least they're dying, like, instantaneously. Instantly eaten and converted into a plort. So. Alright, so we need 6 phosphor slimes, so I'm gonna have to wait till nighttime to do that. So I guess for now I'll sell plorts. Ooh, lots of plorts to sell. Silverhunter says, I guess, hopefully. Well, when you take into account, you know, eat and then plort. I mean, it takes like a second for the whole thing. So. Silverhunter says, rip those little dudes though. Yeah. They are part of the little food chain, though. Granted, a very weird food chain where they're converted into crystals, but a food chain nonetheless. Selling all the plorts. Hopefully by the time I'm done selling plorts, it'll be almost nighttime. So says, I held a chicken the other day, and it was black and soft and tiny. In real life, chickens are weird. Because I have held, like, baby chicks, and I've interacted with chickens. I haven't really held them, though. So Roger says it was like a baby, but it was adult-sized, which is crazy. Weird. Chickens can be very fun, though. Yeah. I have also interacted with real chickens. So my grandparents' house, my cousins have chickens, so I'd be like, no, in the morning, oh, can I go get the eggs from the chickens? Which is very weird, because it's like, I grew up totally in the city, but, you know, go visit my grandparents, and there's chickens and cows. It's very cool. Silverhunter says, baby penguins are as big, if not bigger, than their parents, though. I gotta pet one of those too. Ooh, that's cool. Where did you go where you gotta pet a penguin? Was this at the same time? Or like same day as you were petting a chicken? Or is this different events? Well, we're close. So then I just need 6 phosphor and I get some money, some foods. So Hunter says, SeaWorld when it was still nice to animals way back when I was younger. Now the chicken was recently. Okay. So different times, but both cool. I was just making a reference to the similarities of the birds. Oh, cool. Oh, there's cute berries over here. Might as well pick these up. Feed my slimes a little more. There you go, little dudes. There you go, little dudes. So I gotta wait like another hour or so in game. So these are all gonna fall off the tree by the time that's done, so I might as well just take them. One more. Yeah. Oh jeez, it's almost midnight. It's been a long stream. I thought I would get the lab so much faster. Only like, you know, so many gonna be at most one more in-game day. Maybe not even. Let's see. Probably get a few quartz from these guys. And now it's probably late enough I can go find 6 phosphors. Alright, well there's 4, 5. Come here. Oh shoot, where'd you go? There you are. I'm gonna do my usual kind of roundup. There we go. Alright. Got 6 phosphors. So we'll get 250 and some random supplies. Which is nice. 4. Hey guys. Alright. So I'm very, very close to having enough for the lab. We'll see. This might be enough. I guess we'll see. I don't think this will be quite enough. We're very close though. I'm thinking sleep and then in the in-game morning, if I sell the plorts, I'll have enough for the lab. So I'm gonna feed my little dudes. Should have enough. Lando Beast says, oh hi. Oh, and you followed. Thank you for the follow. And also welcome. Welcome to my channel. I assume you were... Oh, I forget who. I forget the username, but someone was talking about someone they were calling Lando earlier. Yeah, so you're the one that was being talked about a little bit. So welcome. Nice to meet you. From Ace Sister. Oh, okay. Okay, yes. Okay, now I know where you guys are from. Awesome. Thanks for stopping by. When suddenly everything clicks. So yeah, I know where you guys are from now. Awesome. Thanks for stopping by, Lando Beast. Thanks for the follow. Even 50. Go sell these, and then I think I have enough for the lab. Alright. Indeed. Pass the mark for the lab. May as well collect all the quartz though. Silver Hunter says, OMG, it's you. The guy who cussed first. LOL, I'll never forget you, dude. Landobi says, you know, I censored myself. Indeed you did. Which I appreciate. Alright, we're saving that plort, and you will soon see why. Silver Hunter says, you introduced yourself to me, and I remembered you cussed, and I was like, we can cuss? Landobi says, oh yeah, what's up? Nice! Oh, right, I haven't bought it yet. The lab. Purchase. Slime Science. You've unlocked the lab with special ranch expansion that will allow you to create gadgets using slime science. Head over to the barn to get started. So we get some more plots, and we get the barn, which I'm very excited to show you. Time to get crafty. This barn has all the equipment you'll need to begin crafting gadgets using slime science. Gadgets include useful utilities in aiding in exploring, defensive turrets, decorations, and more. So we'll get some cool things that'll help us out a lot. The refinery. In order to fabricate gadgets, you'll need resources in your refinery. Try shooting a plort into the refinery. But remember, any resources deposited into a refinery cannot be removed. Anyway, let's see. Alright, so this is the refinery. So we can see like a list of what resources we have in here. Boop. 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 Alright, we did that. The Builder's Shop. The Builder's Shop allows you to purchase blueprints. A blueprint is required to build any gadget. So we can buy blueprints for new things. Like the Galactic Fashion Pod, which is part of a DLC actually, which is fun. But what I am most excited for is drones. I love drones. They're my favorite. Landobi says, oops, I cussed, it didn't go through. Sorry, Sushi. Yeah, Automod caught it, so we're all good. Alright. We checked out the builder shop. What next? Fabricator. Okay, so this is where we would make stuff. So once we have enough of the kinds of required plorts, we can fabricate thingies. Not a lot available at the moment. We have to either unlock things or buy the blueprints. And I'm most excited for the drones. They're my favorite. Gadget mode. Okay, so we press T, which toggles gadget mode. So gadgets can be placed anywhere you see one of these spots. Yeah, so I'm gonna walk around a little, take a look. Hopefully it'll trigger soon, because I've done this tutorial about 1,000,000 times. Not literally, obviously. I am using hyperbole. Okay, I've looked around, I've seen the sights. I looked around. Place the site. Okay. So then this is, you know, how we'd access placing something down that we've already made. Okay. Come on, tutorial. I know how to do. Okay. Done with the tutorial. Landobi says, you have a nice voice, lol. Why, thank you. Appreciate that. I'm also losing my voice, so hopefully it's all good for tomorrow. Alright, I passed the slime science class. And there's another note. I built this lab after meeting a slime scientist and learning about the wonders of plort technology. I figured it would be fun to tinker it with on rainy days. I only nearly blew myself up 3 times, which is pretty good given my tendency for that sort of thing in my other hobbies. But it soon became a reminder that I have a thirst for adventure, and being cooped up in a barn all day wasn't ever going to satisfy that thirst. Soon, I began to set my sights for horizons beyond this ranch, and once I got to thinking on it, further still. H. Alright. So that kind of is where I think I'm going to stop here. I think if I go too much longer, I'm going to lose my voice and won't be able to stream tomorrow. Which, given that I didn't stream for like a week, I don't want to have to do. But yeah, we unlocked all the unlockable areas on the ranch. Whenever I stream this next, which might be tomorrow, my goal is going to be to get all my plots set up how I like them. So corrals fully upgraded and placed everywhere, coops, gardens. And if I get all that done, then next I'll probably start exploring more out in the world. Not just on the dry reef, I'll go beyond to these other places that we haven't been to yet. Anyway, so that's where I'm going to call it for today. Thank you so much, all of you who tune in, especially those of you in chat. It always is more fun to talk to people. So I'll probably be streaming tomorrow then. I don't know yet what time. So, you know, you can keep an eye out for my live announcements. When I wake up tomorrow, I pick a time, I'll try and post an announcement if it's very long before I'm gonna go live. Otherwise, I'll see you guys all again soon, hopefully. It was a blast as always. Yeah, so talk to you all later. Bye.